What's up, guys? Welcome back to the second FOC show from Horizon Comics. It's me, your boy Richard, aka Boogie Richie G, and then Javi, aka Chupapi
Chupapi Javi.
Chupapi Javi. We'll put the descriptions down below. Thank you guys for joining us. We really appreciate it. As you can see, we've made a little bit of changes to the background. As we said, we're fairly new guys to this streaming podcast world. We're newbies, we're learning, so we definitely need your guys' opinions to let us know how we can improve, make it better. So I know this week I spent a lot of time talking to you guys out here at the shop, asking what can we do better and what can we improve. Give us your criticisms. Like I said, we're new, but we want to improve. We want to keep doing this on a weekly basis. We know we posted the last show late, dude, because it was a hassle learning this stuff, uploading, downloading, trying to compress files. It was a biatch. So I think we kind of worked out the kinks. We made some changes. We have more of a game plan. I think it's gonna start running smoother. We're really excited about it. So yeah, man, we're super stoked. But thank you guys for joining us. Give us a follow at Horizon Comics for our personal shop, and then at Chupapi Javi, our two eyes. But yeah, we're gonna be more happy to be doing this. We're gonna do this every week. We have some different structures now. You guys will see as we go. I'll give you a quick rundown on how to navigate Comichub because I know I didn't do that the last time, and I got an earful from the wife. But I think it's gonna be good. So to start out, I'm gonna show you guys how. If you guys aren't a local guys and don't have an account with us, I'll show you guys how to go there. So first, you would go to horizoncomics.com. Disregard this. You could type this, but if you just go to horizoncomics.com, it'll take you to our page. You would go to create an account. Once it loads, anyhow, you create an account. It'll send us an email that you want to create an account with us. I'll approve it. You'll get an email with the link information to how to get to this page right here, and bam, you'll be in where you would order the comic books and stuff. So pretty much, you would go real quick. I think it took you there. You would go to shop coming soon, and then you would go to search orders due Sunday. And technically, FOC books, the real cutoff is Monday. But to be on the safe side, I suggest you guys start looking at it on Friday, Saturday, submit it Sunday. If you're really running late, I would suggest you don't submit books later than like noon on Monday because it all depends. Like if I'm out with the family, I'm doing something. Sometimes I might do FOC earlier. Technically, I have till 9, but I try not to push it because I gotta kind of go through everything. So if you're running late, I might not. You might miss it, right? So try to make it a habit of doing by Sundays. But if you can't, I'd say Monday around noon is the latest. That way I could submit everything so you guys get your books. But again, once you're here, it's pretty easy. I'll give a quick rundown and we'll jump in. But we are going to create a separate video explaining how to add books to your pull, how to submit them, how to make searches if you're looking for individual books of Scotty Young, J. Scott Campbell, whoever it is. We'll do that video next. But it's pretty simple. Let's say you wanted to add Absolute Batman cover A to your pull. You would click it. If you want to change the quantities, if you want to add 1, if you want to add 10, because there's a hot first appearance, whatever, all you would do is add to cart. I'm just going to go back to fucking 1. Let me see. I'll go back to 1. You go to add to cart. It's going to ask you, do you want a single issue? Maybe there's a story arc between issue 14 and 18 that you want. You put that here. Or if you want it ongoing, you would select ongoing, and then every issue after that will be put to your pull.
But for the ongoing orders, it would always choose cover A.
Yes, if you go ongoing, it's only ever going to be cover A's. If you want to be the person you want to select variants, I suggest you don't click ongoing. As long as you do it every week, you get to select your variants, you're good. But you just got to be on top of it because if not, you're going to fuck up, So that's pretty it. But for me right now, let's say as an example, I'll click single. Boom, it's added to my cart. At the end of all my orders that I want to submit for FOC, you go place order with Horizon Comics. Boom, we get it. We approve it. Unless you're asking for a 1 in 1,000 variant that I'm not going to get, But for the most part, if you're asking for a 1 in 25, 1 in 50 for a popular series like Absolute Batman, it's not an issue. I'm ordering, more than 50 copies on that. But pretty easy, pretty straightforward. But all right, we're going to go ahead and then just continue now. So let's do it. Now we're here. So go to shop coming soon. Search orders due Sunday. We are going to do it a little bit different because I know not everyone has all the time in the world to hang out with us, hear us talk shit because you have a busy life. But we hope you stick around for the whole show. We'll try to make it a little bit more concise, more you know, more
Organized.
organized. And but we're gonna break it down. We'll do DC first, then we'll do Marvel, then we'll do all the indies, and that way we'll timestamp it on the video down below, just to make it easy on you guys. So again, I never thought we'd be the guy saying hit the notification bell, subscribe. It means a lot, you know what I
Yeah.
mean? So go ahead and subscribe to our channel, hit the notification bell so you get alerts when we have the next video. We're really gonna try. We're not gonna try. We're gonna do it. Be consistent every week. Create some good content for you guys. Make it easy for you guys. And yeah, just have fun, man. We're really excited. Like we had fun the first time. It was a
Yeah, we
blast.
did. But I was gonna say only cool kids stay for the whole video.
Only cool kids stay for the
Yeah.
whole video, man. I did ask, a lot of guys told me you guys watch it all. Some people only watched it for like 10 seconds. It broke our hearts, you know. But man, but do us a favor, comment down below, like engage, because we really want to create this for the community. We want you guys to have fun along with us. Give us your opinions, give us your criticisms, give us your suggestions.
Yep.
But it's gonna be a blast. But I'm gonna go ahead and just do DC. We're gonna start with just the DC books. Oh, real quick. Fuck. Let me see. Let me go back up. Did I not? It doesn't show it now, right? So, okay, yeah. If you want to be able to see everything, make sure you enable open to order variants and gated variants. This will show you everything, incentives, cover A, B, C's, all that. If not, it'll only show you cover A. So make sure you enable that. And then if you wanted to filter it by just DC or whatever, or any other title, you go here. I'm going to go ahead and just do DC for now on this one. So bam, we're going to go ahead and start. So here we have Absolute Batman 14. So man, this title has been a hit for us and for I think every comic shop out there. It's such a great story, just a great retelling of an origin story for Batman. He comes out, he's not a millionaire, you know. In this world, his dad dies, but his mom does it. I mean, it's such an awesome retelling of the absolute Batman story. Such cool characters right now. It's heavily with Bane. Dude, Bane is an awesome, badass character. So I can't wait to see what else happens in this book. But yeah, man, we have some beautiful covers. You got cover A, you got cover B here, Dave Johnson.
That's the one I ordered.
That's the one you ordered?
Yeah, that's the one I ordered.
And that's the one thing. As I go, I'm going to start adding the stuff that I'm going to pull for myself that I enjoy. I'm already subscribed to cover A, and because I just did it right now too. I'm going to keep this account blank so you guys see what I'm pulling weekly. And he'll tell you what he's pulling. Yeah. But yeah, man, we'll go. It's going to have fun. Like I'm getting cover A's, but man, this cover is pretty sick. I did enjoy. I think this cover is pretty dope. You know, so I do like this Gwilyn March cover. But man, this 1 in 25 is dope. Something about it, man, it's just is dope. You know, the way it's angled, the thing you got the Batman logo in the back. Just,
I didn't even know. Oh, it's Batman holding his axe on the moon, or whatever. That Batman's holding his axe right there, right?
Where?
Right there. Look at that guy. He's on the tank. Look at the black.
Am I blind? Can't see.
Zoom in into that.
Why is it not zooming in?
Dude, look at that. He's right there, the black figure. He's holding his
Oh
axe.
yeah, you're right, dude. I did not see that.
Dude, that's kind of hard.
Yeah, see, that is dope. I can't even see it. It's weird that it's not zooming in. Anyhow, yeah, that is dope. 1 in 25 variant. If you guys don't know what a 1 in 25 variant is, for every 25 copies, there's one of those in existence. So I would have to order 25 copies and I'll get one of those. So those are rare to find. If you're looking for the more collectible kind of book, that's the one to get. Moving on, here we have Absolute Flash cover 9. I mean, issue 9. Dude, I think this cover is hard, dude. Like this artist, John Yang, dude, like his stuff is so amazing. He does some killer work. The Exquisite Corpse variant that he did was fucking amazing. He just does some sick ass stuff. Like I'm a big fan of him. So I'm gonna be picking up. I am currently following all the Absolute Flash titles for the most part. So I got cover A going. But I'm gonna add this guy to my cart. You could also, you don't have to go click on it. If you know you only want one copy, just click the cart to add it to your cart. So you don't have to open a separate window.
And if it's gray, that means you already have it.
Yeah, if it's gray, it means you already have it. So that if you go to the eyeball, you get to see more info on it. If you have a question about any of these books, you go ahead and click the chat icon, and it'll send us a message regarding that cover. Let's say you didn't know what 1 in 25 was. You go here, you click that. Let me open it. It'll take you, oh yeah, what's the price on this 1 in 25 variant? You know, boom, send. And then we'll tell you, oh, this is going to cost $25.99 or $24.99. You know, so that's the way to do that. Let me go back. All right. Why did it take me? Oh, shit. This is going to, all right. So now Yeah, I've added that guy to my cart. Continuing on, there's another cool cover. You got Jorge Molina,
That one's
cool
sick as
cover.
fuck too.
Yeah, that's a dope cover right there.
Yeah.
We have this cover, a Haining card variant. That's pretty awesome. And then moving on to graphic novels, we got obviously the classic story, Batman RIP graphic novel by Grant Morrison. Dude, Grant Morrison is a legend, especially a lot of his Batman stuff is just amazing. So if you're into, you want to collect the collected edition graphic novel, $20, bam, that's there. Here we have Batman Superman's World's Finest,
Dan Mora.
Dan Mora dub cover. That's another super cool cover. This cover is pretty sick too, man. With the has the Batman animated series feel to it,
Yeah.
you know. This like that thing is pretty dope. Pretty cool cover
That
by
shit's hard.
Adrian Gutierrez. Bam. So and then we have some pretty cool big books coming out, man. Okay, so we have a couple more variants there. There's some books I won't spend too much time on because it ends up making it too long, and we want to be more concise on what we're doing. Not because they're not important. It's just we're gonna try to highlight the number ones, the more first appearances, the bigger books.
Yeah.
But some really cool, beautiful
I
Catwoman. This Frank Show cover, pretty awesome. He's got some really cool designs lately.
I'm not even reading Wonder Woman, but I got that Derek Chu cover.
Yeah, dude, this cover is hard, man.
Yeah.
Yeah, he does some sick covers, man. This is another beautiful one, Robin Higginbottom. It's another beautiful cover. So they're killing it on the covers, and they know there's a lot of customers that are just cover grabs, that are
Yeah.
dope. But yeah, moving on to I think the big book for DC this week is gonna be Batman Deadpool. Like, man, and don't get it confused because some people were confused. People, Marvel put out Deadpool Batman,
Yep.
and that was a one shot for Marvel. But because it's a crossover, both have the rights to put out a book under their own, banner. So now we have Batman Deadpool, which is a completely different book. But it's gonna be an awesome book, and they have some beautiful covers.
And it's a completely different story.
Completely different story. So it's gonna be awesome, super cool. I know if you guys are fans of Batman Deadpool, I'll highlight just cover A. We are offering a bundle with all the issues. I believe it was $124.99, if I'm not wrong. Regardless, it's way cheaper than if you were trying to buy all the covers, you get them cheaper. I'll have them put the image of our flyer on there. If you are interested, it is on our website where you could buy the bundle. But here's cover A for that one. But dude, there's some awesome covers for this series that I'm gonna go through them. I'm gonna show each one because they're all dope. So this is gonna be probably the one that takes the longest time. But holy smokes, are these covers amazing? So here you have the Dan Mora wraparound cover. So this is dope, man. So cool cover. The cool thing, dude, we do sell clear backing boards here. So if you want to buy a clear backing board for this book where you could see both of them, bam, just it highlights it more. It looks cool. But yeah, such an awesome cover, dude. I gotta say though, this by far is my favorite cover. This is the one I'm picking because I love Lee Bermejo, and I just think it's dope, man. You got Doom choking out the Joker, like fuck, dude. That is sick.
Hard.
Like it's such a hard cover. I love this cover. I'm adding this guy.
Who's
to
the artist?
Lee Bermejo. Dude, he does some of the best work out there. Like you could tell his work. It's all everyone has a distinct style. Lee Bermejo, you could tell, man. Like it's dark, really not grimy, that's the wrong word, but just this cool aesthetic to his stuff. But holy smokes, it's dope. So I'm adding that to my cart for sure because I gotta have that cover in my collection. Bam, quicker than having to go the other way. Another reason I'm showing this because I'm showing the images. But
yeah,
here we have Mark Brooks, man. You can't go wrong with Mark Brooks. And you have Satana and Scarlet Witch. Like, come on, dude. Sexy looking cover here. Bam, both sexy ladies. That's a hard one right there. That's a cool looking book.
I think I ordered all of them actually.
Yeah, right.
So, yeah.
The bundle. You have Wonder Woman and Captain America. This is the Jim Cheong cover. It's another dope cover right there. Yeah, man. There's a lot of guys that are gonna be completionists that I want to get them all, and by all means get them because they are dope. Here.
Actually, now's the time to get them because when is Marvel and DC gonna collab again?
Yeah, it's been a minute since they've done crossovers in the past, which are super cool, but it's been a minute.
But it's been a minute, right?
It's been a minute.
That's why the first time around I grabbed every cover I can.
Yeah, you kind of have to, man. And there's another one. We're gonna have Superman, Spider-Man next year, which is gonna be awesome. Right. So yeah, man, pick up all these covers if you can because they're dope. Here we have Amanda Connor, Harley Quinn, and Hulk. The funny cover. That one's pretty cool. This one's I like it and I don't like it. I love the Punisher, one of my favorite characters, as you can see in the background. Shit, but here we have Nick Dragotta. You have Batman and Punisher right there.
Is that not Absolute Batman?
No, I think it's Absolute.
That's because the horn.
Yeah, but that's a cool looking cover. there is an old school crossover between Batman and Deadpool. I mean, Batman and Punisher
Punisher.
back in the day, dude. That book is dope, dude. I love that book. Moving on, here we have Jenny Frison cover. Jenny always kills it. So here we have Wonder Woman and Storm. It's another dope cover right there. Jenny has her distinct style, man. It's, she's just such a cool artist. Dude, this one is dope, man. I might have to get this one. I'm a big fan of Damian
Yeah, that's
Wayne,
hard.
as you can see right here in the back, maybe in the back of my head. I have a dude. I just busted out my Damian Wayne sideshow statue. I've had this shit for 4 years sitting in the box.
That's
I hadn't
crazy.
opened it because I didn't have the space. So this kind of forced me to create a little man cave upstairs. That's kind of dope.
Yeah,
But yeah, this is a hardcover. You got Gambit in
you
the
have to pick
back,
that one up.
dude, and the Joker card. Dope ass cover. Andy Kubert, plus it's Andy Kubert. Yeah, I think that's a must for me. I'm getting this baby because Damian Wayne is the shit.
He's whiny.
That's what people tell me. I
He's
don't care if he's
whiny.
whiny. He's a badass assassin, dude.
He
That
does
MF,
not give a
that
fuck.
MF doesn't care. He's out there killing fools. He doesn't care if his daddy's a goody two shoes, but he's out there slicing and dicing MF. So yeah, that's fun. I know I tend to cuss, and I am gonna cuss here and there, but I'm gonna try to dial it down because you never know who's watching, and if kids are watching, I appreciate it. So I will try to keep it a little bit PG without minimizing who I am as a person. But I'm just gonna try to be a little bit more
We have to
responsible.
say fudge.
You have to say fudge with the fudge,
Yeah, with
man.
the
Freaking
fudge.
hey, man. But we gotta do
Mother
what we gotta
trucker,
do. My
dude.
mother trucker, dog.
You can't skip over Rogue. You can't skip over
Oh
Rogue.
no,
You're
I'm
about
no.
to.
We got sidetracked talking, but no, dude. Again, this is Jay Lee. You didn't know who Jay Lee
I
was.
did not know.
Jay Lee
Yeah.
has this distinct style. You can't confuse it. He's got such a cool distinct style. Just the way he draws, and I believe his wife is the colorist.
Oh shit.
So, dude, it's such a dynamic duo. But yeah, here we have Big Barda and Rogue. That's such a cool cover as well. Um, awesome. But yeah, I love Jay Lee. And as a matter of fact, in the back, you can't see it, but there is. I have a sketch cover of the Crimson King from the Dark Tower series that I absolutely love. Changed my life. And I met Jay Lee at San Diego Comic Con a couple years ago, and I got a sketch from him done that I'm super dope. Came back in '98. There is no Dark Tower blank cover, so I had to do it on a Doomsday Clock because I'm a massive Watchmen fan. As you guys can tell when you come in the shop, it's completely obvious how much I love Watchmen. But moving on, of course, we got the GOAT, Jim Lee. Here we have Batman and Wolverine,
That
another
shit's so
badass
nice.
cover. Like, I have to get this, dude. Jim Lee is one of my favorite artists. Met him a couple of times, and man, is he awesome. Super nice guy, funny as hell. So, yeah, I got to pick that up. So, that's going in my cart. And at the end, I'll show you guys what I added to my cart, just what I'm ordering. Doesn't mean you guys have to order it, but what I think is cool, whether they're cool cover grabs or just cool stories that I'm following. Here we have Alexander Lozano, Wonder Woman, and Miss Marvel. That's a pretty cool looking cover as well.
That's dope.
Dope
Yeah.
cover right there. Again, this one is dope, man. I like it. So it is
Yeah, she
Sean
looks
Gordon
old school.
Murphy. Dude, I love Sean Gordon Murphy's artwork and storytelling. So it just has that feel of him. I love it. It's funny. You got Lobo says "Bite Me, fanboy." Yeah, dude, like he's so awesome. But you said Sean Gordon Murphy is awesome. You guys ever read White Knight? He's got like White Knight Harley Quinn.
Oh, I see.
Dude,
Yeah.
he's got some amazing stories. Those are all super cool stories that I really, really love. So yeah, I think I'm adding this to my poll because awesome cover. Moving on. Oh,
There's so many covers.
there's
Holy
so
shit.
many covers, dude.
Yeah.
Here we have Frank Whiteley cover, pretty dope cover. You got Deadpool, pulling Batman. It's a pretty dope cover right there. Here we have X-23 as all new Wolverine and Nightwing. Decent cover.
Yeah,
Not in
it's
love
alright.
with it, but it's all right. But dude, oh no, I thought what? I thought the Libremejo cover was my favorite, but it wasn't. But it's coming up, dude. And I think
Damn.
everyone's gonna agree with that. Here we have P. Hayden Sherman cover. We got John Constantine and Doctor Strange. Dude, I'm a massive John Constantine fan. Probably Hellblazer is probably one of my favorite stories that I'm trying to complete right now. That I'm almost there, man. I think I got 75% of it. That's pretty dope. But no, the one I'm saying is my favorite cover.
Oh yeah.
This one, dude, it is so fucking hard. Like Bill Sienkiewicz, one of my favorite artists out there. Dude, I think one of my favorite covers of all time is Moon Knight #1, the 1 in 75 variant. I got that signed. I got lucky. My wife got it for me for my birthday. I love that cover. Maybe we'll throw it up here, but this cover is so hard. Homage to Hulk 340.
Yeah.
dude, that is a badass cover. Like, holy shit, it
That's
is
just
sick,
nice. I
dude.
like that.
Yeah, I think this is my favorite
Is it?
cover.
It kind of looks like a watercolor. Is that his style?
Yeah, that's his
Yeah.
style, dude. He's got this trippy, dark watercolor style. Really like just trippy, man. Like always trippy. I can't recall the word I was gonna use for it, but yeah, really eccentric type of style that
That's just
he's a
dope.
genius. So that one, dude, I think I'm gonna have to add 2 copies. So I'm gonna have to go back because I'm gonna get one and slab one because that shit is hard. Bam, single issue. That thing is going on there. Continuing on, this is a funny cover, man. It's a homage to
Punish.
Final Crisis issue 7, Crisis on
Oh
Infinite
wow, I
Earths issue
was so
7.
off. I
Yeah,
was
yeah.
like Punisher carrying Spider-Man in Civil War, but I was
No,
so
because they've
off.
homaged it a lot,
Yeah.
but no, it's Crisis on Infinite Earths issue 7. But it's so funny. Look at Batman laugh. Like, when the fuck do you see him laugh? Yeah, so that's a pretty funny cover, pretty cool. I won't be adding it, but it's dope. This cover is pretty dope as hell too. Soso Makia, dude, you got Emma Frost and Catwoman. That's pretty sexy cover right
I don't
there.
want to admit it, but I did add that one to my
Yeah,
cart.
did
Yeah.
you? It's a dope
Yep.
cover. It's nothing to be ashamed of. That's the cool cover right there. Continuing on, we're almost to the end of them. We got the Dan Mora cover.
Foil.
Foil.
Yep.
Dan Mora foil for the cover A. So that's a dope cover right there as well. If you're into foils, those are usually $9.99 or $10.99. Dope cover. Then, of course, you got the blank cover. For those of you guys who don't know what a blank cover is, you get these because you get to go to a con. You get your favorite artist out there to draw whatever you want. Maybe you want to see Batman slapping Deadpool.
Yeah.
Boom, throw it on there. You want to see something crazy. Oh, dude, there's a crazy story about that. I can't say it on here. But there's a crazy story of a sketch cover that happened that somebody owns that is sick. I'll tell you, it's twisted.
Because I'm new to comic collecting, and I was like, who would buy a cover that's
As a
blank?
matter of fact, today somebody asked me, he's like, "Hey man, what the blank covers?" And you know what? Like, it's sometimes people don't know, and I
Yeah.
tell them, it's because you buy it and you get your local artist to sketch
Yeah.
on it. And no, man, that's what we're here for, to educate people. Because
Yeah.
we can't know everything,
Yeah, no, of course.
Uh,
And I was like, who's buying blank covers? And I
oh,
didn't even,
dude, you'd be
at that
surprised.
time,
A
I was
lot of
like,
people.
I don't even know comic artists.
Oh,
And now
yeah.
you know me, if you guys see me on TikTok with my fucking favorite artist. So now I have to buy a blank cover and get him to fucking draw something for me.
Yeah, you have to, dude. I mean, I've had some shitty experience with sketch covers, and I don't even want to name anyone, but I've had some bad experiences. I finally got a good one. Was a Jay Lee one, and actually my second one, my first 3 attempts fucking sucked. Like, I got stories, and I don't want to shit on any artists out there, but man, was I disappointed. But then I finally got the one by Jay Lee, super awesome. I love that cover. And then I just got Dan Quintana when he came to the store signing. I had him do a badass Joker Harley Quinn one, which fuck, I wish, do I have it handy? Possibly, but then we might have to edit this shit.
Dude, I
Do
kind
we
of
have
want to
time?
see it.
Yeah,
Yeah,
let me
dude,
bring
I
it
kind of
out.
want to see it.
Take a minute. All right quick. Let's get this baby out.
Joker and Harley Quinn. I need to fix my wedgie off camera.
Huh?
I need to fix my wedgie off camera.
Oh, did you pause it or no?
No.
I know I showed it to you earlier. We'll have to edit this.
No, yeah, we'll edit it out. There's no way this video is probably going to be longer than the first one, though.
No, it's only just shorter. I'm not even the working bag now.
If you can't find it, then we'll give people a reason to come back for the next episode. Do you want me to turn on the light?
Oh, you know what? I found it.
Hell yeah. I have to get first reaction on camera.
Oh, I think I'm cutting this out.
Yeah, we'll cut it.
Yeah, check out this bad boy. Where's the camera? Right here. There's a lot of glare, huh? So you got Joker and Harley Quinn right there, dude. I'm really happy with the way this came out. Dan Quintana killed it. I just think it's awesome, dude. He looks fucking villainous as fuck. Harley Quinn. I had to get the Jester Harley Quinn. That's the only Harley Quinn I dig, is the Jester Harley Quinn, dude.
I dig any type of Harley
I don't
Quinn.
like Amanda Connor's Harley Quinn, but the Jester, awesome. I love that. I hope you guys can see it. That thing is dope. Super proud of this. Little bum it came back at a 9.6, but fuck it, it's going under the PC, so I don't care. This thing is hard.
Yeah, that was dope. That was worth it.
Yeah, all right, moving on. So that's what blank ones are for. So, okay, now we have DC. I saw my uncle kissing Santa Claus, whatever.
Yeah.
But we had a couple compendiums. Justice League Redacted, read.
Justice League read it. It's fun. I like it so far.
Justice League read. I haven't had a chance to read it, but I've heard good things.
Cool.
And you got his advice is on there.
Yeah, I like it.
So the ones that we're not gonna talk too much about, we'll skip to not make it long. Dude, New Gods 12. I can't believe you have to be reading New Gods. Like,
and that's the last one, right?
Issue 12 of 12. Like, holy smoke. This is probably one of my favorite stories of the year, written by Ron V. Just his take on the New Gods is great. And then shameless plug, we had Ron V in the shop here for an in-store signing, and we did a store exclusive for his story Radio Apocalypse. That was great, but it had to be. It's not canceled, but it's on hold because there were some conflicts that were happening. But holy smokes, one of my favorite writers of all time. Super happy to have had him in the shop for a store signing. Super cool dude. But we're gonna have him again hopefully next year for another in-store signing. But yeah, highly recommend you guys check out New Gods. Great story. We still have a bunch in the. I always order heavy on Ron B stuff, so I have plenty of them in the shop. So if you want to come give it a try, I'll give you more of a rundown. But highly recommended, man. Ron B
is. Who are the New Gods? I have no idea who the New Gods. I've never heard of.
Dude, you never heard of the New Gods? The whole thing that Jack Kirby created.
No.
Oh man, it's gonna take too much. It's gonna take too long for me to explain it to you. Maybe on the next one. But yeah, the New Gods are fucking awesome. Cool covers here. Dustin Igunian. Dustin Igunian has a unique style.
Yeah.
Just bam right there. Continuing on though, Nightwing. We'll move on to some of these fairly quick. Again, Supergirl. I know this was on FOC last week, but again, it is really important. It is such a cool book. This is going to be in a compact edition, which DC is doing. This compact $9.99 books that you can fit in your pocket. Super cool stories. And again, the new James Gunn movies that be based off of Women of Tomorrow. One of the best stories. You can't even find number one for cheap. I think number one goes for like $100. Oh, hell no.
Now's the time to fucking read it.
Now's the time to get it. But get the set. Awesome complete series. That's a cool one. Then we got some cool little books for kids. But moving on, so we can make this fairly fast. Superman Unlimited.
Superman Unlimited is dope. I think I was telling you, like, he's like not immune. Well, yeah, technically immune to like kryptonite now. And like, there's big old asteroid was coming down to Earth, and the only way to destroy it was like Superman ramming into it, basically. Shit. And then kryptonite. Now there's like a whole kryptonite city, and it's like political thing because Superman, like, what the hell, like. There's a whole city made of. It's cool. I like it.
Yeah, I might have to check it out. It's been a minute since I read a Superman book, but I might have to check it out. We do have Titans 29, which is a DCK over. So if you guys are reading DCKO, if you're not, I highly recommend it. It's such a good book, man. The premise on it is just genius. It reminds me of Secret Wars with a different take. I mean, such a cool event. Here you have Darkseid as this Omega omnipotent being that's everywhere at once. And it's almost like, it reminds me of like the Endgame, scene where like they've seen all the different outcomes and they know that they're all gonna die and he's gonna win. Yeah. And there's that one opportunity. It's kind of like that, but the only way these guys are gonna get to defeat them is if these have these tournaments amongst each other to see who's the ultimate warrior that's gonna be able to get the heart of Apocalypse that's in the center of the earth. And then get this power to go and fight Darkseid. It's such a cool premise to it that I dug it. So I'm definitely going to try to pick up some of the tie-ins. I think there's 23 tie-ins spread out through a couple of months. If you guys are interested, hit us up. I'll do it here in the shop. I signed you up to all the tie-ins so you don't miss out. But yeah, Titans 29 is one of them. But yeah, it's an awesome, awesome story. I'm really stoked for it. Really happy. The blind bags for this one weren't great, but the book itself is amazing. But moving on, we got Wonder Woman 27. This is a really cool cover for Wonder Woman. I wasn't even going to talk about it, but it is a beautiful cover. D. Carey Nord. That's an awesome cover.
You need to get the David Nakayama cover.
David Nakayama cover.
Everybody needs to order the David Nakayama cover.
That is pretty hard, dude. That's right, dude. Damn, David Nakayama does some awesome covers, man.
David Nakayama never misses.
Yeah, no, he's hard, man. Awesome artist right there. So there we go. Omnibus. But yeah, that's it for DC. You know what? That's cool. I kind of like this format a little bit better. We wrapped up DC. Bam. Moving on to the next one. So I'm gonna go ahead and move on to Marvel because I'm sure you guys all want the main two. I'm more excited about the indie one coming up, but obviously I'm always excited about Marvel and DC. But we're gonna move on to Marvel. So I started it down below. All right. On the Venom, a couple of compendium epic collections up here. Here we have Amazing X-Men 3. So like all this coming, they're doing this big old crossover event, Age of Revelation. Super awesome books. A lot of my customers are loving it. I haven't had a chance to read all of them because there's way too many, but some really cool stories. Amazing X-Men 3, Age of Revelation, some cool covers. Binary's got another series for Age of Revelation that are super cool. Civil War 5 Facsimile. The original Civil War series was awesome, but you know what? I do have to highlight this book because Michael Turner Punisher
That
cover
shit's
in
so
foil
beautiful.
is dope. So I'm adding this to my cart just because I like Michael Turner and it's a foil cover, and I got my boy the
What does
Punisher.
facility mean?
Facsimile.
Yeah. What does that mean?
Facsimile means it's a reprint of the original.
Oh, okay.
Yeah. So if you guys didn't know, facsimile means and they'll do a lot. They'll do like Incredible Hulk 181, Action Comics 1 facsimile
Right.
editions, but it is a reprint of the original.
Okay. Sweet.
Facsimile, yeah. So that's that. I'm adding this bad boy to my yeah. When you click on a foil, usually I'll tell you we have to quote you a price, but usually foils go for $9.99. There's special requirements for this kind of stuff.
Yeah.
But you're moving on. Daredevil graphic novel. They finally coming out with the Death of Silver Surfer graphic novel. This was an awesome story. This I couldn't keep enough of these in the shelves. Like it was a
Yeah.
dope story.
It is dope.
There, I didn't know there was a new Doctor Strange until I saw the FOC chart. So here we have the pretty cool cover, but here that's a pretty hard cover. Doctor Strange. I do know that there's a couple first appearances on this book. I know I made a I tried to
Also, I want to say because Marvel Rivals is such a big thing right now, and they just added Angela, and people don't. Oh, I just want to say that Marvel Rivals is such a big thing right now.
Oh yeah,
and they just added Angela, and it looks like Angela's part of this story. So if people want to probably learn about her,
oh yeah,
now's the time to jump in. Or if they even want to learn about Doctor Strange, just the first issue.
yeah, a new number 1. But yeah, Angela's a dope character. If you guys don't know who she is, she first came out on Spawn issue number 9. And then there was some legal
Back and
forth, and she got bought out by Marvel, or they became a Marvel character. Anyhow, she's now Thor's sister, but she has such a cool backstory. I definitely recommend it. And I didn't know she came over to Marvel Rivals. I know Marvel Rivals is so hot. My kids love playing that. I haven't had a chance to play it, but holy smokes, when I see the animation of it, it makes me want to play. I try not to get into video games because I get sucked in, dude.
Yeah.
I'm that personality that I get sucked in and I try not to. But I did try to come prepared and made some info. So I know Doctor Strange has the first team appearance of the Royal Family of Heaven. That just sounds like such a cool name. Like I'm eager to know who they are, and possible first appearance of a dark elvish sorcerer. So that sounds super cool. So looking forward to that one.
That's an easy pickup.
Easy pickup for a number 1. A bunch of cool covers.
Oh, there it is. Marvel Rivals. Angela.
Yeah, dude, these Marvel Rivals are hard, and when they go out of print, they start going up in price because they're just so cool. Yeah, we have a couple on the shelves because I try to order heavy, but these sell out quick, man, because it is such awesome design. So that's a cool cover there. A couple more covers. Fantastic Four issue 6. I know he's gonna get super excited here. Take it easy because you're gonna knock off the microphone, my friend.
My fault.
So Fantastic Four Invisible Woman variant, J. Scott Campbell cover. So that is pretty hard, dude. And not only that, is this one considered? So they're doing this whole nullified covers variants. So you didn't even know, huh?
No.
So in the past they've done Venomized covers where they'll take characters and they'll Venomize them. They'll create some Venomized stuff. They'll have Carnageized variants. So I believe it doesn't specify it here, but I'm pretty sure it's a nullified variant because it does have the darker red looking stuff. Like it's a little bit dark. Maybe he didn't mean for it to be, but I feel like it's gonna be part of the nullified covers. Because Noel is such a badass and he has the dark black red covers. I do believe that's part of those.
Are you talking about Invisible Woman's suit or that's Malice?
I didn't say anything.
What do you mean? That's Malice.
No, yeah. You know what? I'm saying because they said they covered it. They called it Invisible Woman variant. And I wasn't
Oh.
thinking about it. I just read the title.
No, yeah. Oh, you said nullified, like the act, like null, the
Yeah, yeah, no,
symbiote
yeah,
gone.
I'm not wrong with that. It is a nullified cover because they are making the nullified variant. You'll see there's a couple more down
Oh, you're
below.
schooling me something. I didn't
Yeah,
know
yeah,
that. That's
but
cool.
they didn't call it that, but I do believe it's gonna be a nullified cover.
But it's
Watch.
J. Scott Campbell. It doesn't matter. It's J. Scott
No, no,
Campbell.
you're right. It doesn't matter, man. J. Scott Campbell, but it is a beautiful cover. But what I'm saying is, I believe it's gonna be a nullified cover.
Yeah.
We have a couple
I
of
had to
books.
ask you if you were gonna get 100 of the Fantastic Four just so I could get
Oh,
that incentive.
I definitely got to add this cover to my collection for sure, though. No, dude,
I know,
I'm
I
not
know.
getting 100 copies of this book because I probably have like 20 subscribers, so I'm not gonna take the
Yeah,
gamble.
no, I know.
I'd order 100 copies, I'd sell the 100 for 100, and I'm stuck with 80
That's
copies.
crazy.
Nah,
Yeah.
I can't do that.
Unless I buy 100 of them.
Yeah, if you want to buy the 100 and you get it at cover price. But moving on, Fantastic Four, they always do these what if Fantastic Four Mickey Mouse covers. So here we got those. Got a bunch more covers. So bam, okay,
The
here's another
rivals.
Marvel Rivals cover. So bam, that's another beautiful Natisse Games Marvel Rivals cover. So these covers are hard. Again,
I'm collecting
if
those.
you're a
Yeah.
Marvel Rivals fan, pick these up. I'm picking them up for my kids because these are dope covers. So I'm not even. This is just a cover grab for me because my kids love the game. So I'm collecting those. Moving on though, this Laura Kinney Sabretooth series is awesome. Really cool take on her becoming Sabretooth. Dude, X-23 is one of my favorite characters too. I
Yeah.
finally was able to pick up a Nyx 3. I don't know if you know what that is.
I think I've heard of it. I think
So Nyx, it's the book where X-23 came out and issue 3 is her first appearance.
yes, I've
Dude,
seen the cover of that.
expensive,
Yeah, yeah.
expensive book. Beautiful cover. I finally picked it up. It's in my PC. I'm getting ready to slap it one of these days. I love that book. That's another one that's a keeper, dude. Keeper book. This series I'm really excited about. Marvel Black, White, and Blood and Guts. Dude, you got Blade, you got the Punisher, dude, and that cover is hard. Look at Frank Castle.
Question: When because there's I've seen a lot of comics with that title, Black, White, and Blood. Does that mean the interior of the comic is colorless?
Yeah, for the most part, most of them are
Okay,
black, white, and blood. Yeah, and some of them they'll do them in polybag if they have some more like adult
right.
content. But yeah, no, black and white, and just super cool covers and stuff,
I
man.
didn't know that. I thought that was just the name of. So I think I picked up like the Predator one, and
Yeah,
I opened it. I was like, ah, I can't do this. But for people who like colorless comics,
yeah, no, there are some. It's just something different, but they
yeah,
have some cool covers. But I'm really digging that series. Super cool. Moving on here, Miles Morales, Spider-Man 41. I gotta say, dude, this one is what I'm telling you. This cover is so hard. Look at nullified cover, but look, you got the fucking
that's
Venomized,
dope.
heads there, Venomized. Dude, that card, the null symbol is so dope, and it reminds me of my favorite story, The Dark Tower, the Crimson King
Yeah,
Steagle. And maybe we'll throw this up, but dude, and I'm gonna get that shit tattooed on me pretty soon because I
you
love
have
it.
to.
But dude, this cover is hard. You got Miles Morales nullified. Look at that
Oh, the
thing, dude.
sword.
Dude, that is a Francesco Mana. So this is a must for me. I'm adding this baby to my pool because holy smokes, is that cover dope. You get a second printing of Punisher Red Band. I
Yep,
highly recommend you guys pick that up. It is
it's
awesome.
awesome.
Great, great story. And then they're doing another Marvel Knights Punisher series, which is dope. Your Spider Girl, continuing on this Spider-Man Noir series, it is dope. If you guys remember Edge of Spider-Verse, Spider-Man Noir is dope, and I know they're working. I don't know if it's a live action
Brian, yeah,
animated with Nicolas
Nicolas
Cage,
Cage.
which is the
Well, because
goat.
Nicolas Cage voiced him in the movie.
Yeah,
Yeah, yeah,
yeah,
yeah.
dude. Oh, Nicolas Cage, one of my favorite actors. Face Off, dude. I used to
Dude,
watch
Face
Face Off
Off.
as a
Yeah,
kid. We used to go and get it on VHS and watch that shit on repeat. I
yeah.
love that movie, dude. And you know what's funny? And you guys will get something. There's a thing that they do on that fucking movie that bugs the hell out of me. And now my wife, my sister, my daughter do it to me to fuck with me. And I'm about to do it. I'm about to touch you, but get on the screen. They do this all the time. And oh
Oh
my
my
god,
god.
I fucking hate it. Oh, it bugs me. But it's one of those things that they do in that movie, and it's kind of like this is how you know that it's me when
Yeah,
he's John
yeah,
Travolta.
yeah.
Like you
That's
wouldn't
right.
know that. But dude, I hate that. Oh, gesture. But they do it. They do it to mess with me. But super cool. Nicolas Cage is
That's a
awesome.
yeah.
I know. I hope you got excited when I
I
touched you
did. I
there.
did get a little excited.
Yeah,
I had to hide
yeah. So
it.
here we have Star Wars Legacy Invader. Super cool. Ultimate Spider-Man
Oh, it's
23.
almost over, man.
Almost. But look, yeah, it sucks that they're gonna end the Ultimate Universe. But you know what? I think they said it's because they had a perfect ending for it. So I'm
Yeah,
glad that they're not just trying to milk it and go
that's true.
on.
But Ultimate Spider-Man's so good. I think It's so good.
Yeah, it's just him being an adult with kids is a different take on Spider-Man. It is pretty dope.
Yeah.
That's another one. It became like absolute Batman. Everybody wanted to get it. It
Yeah.
is pretty awesome. Continuing on, I am super excited about this book, Ultimate Universe 2 Years in One, issue number 1. So this book looks awesome. It's gonna introduce the Ultimate Daredevil, and it's probably not gonna be Matt Murdock, which looks fucking cool. So I'm excited. It's one of the last titles before we get the
Yeah.
Ultimate Endgame. So it looks like a really cool book.
We gotta show him that Murdoch.
Yeah. Oh yeah, we're gonna show right. Boom. This is Murdoch. The
Big
drawing doesn't
space.
look
Yeah.
super cool, but here we have, all paths lead to Endgame. In preparation for the Maker's return in Ultimate Endgame, the Ultimate Guardians have been traveling all across time and space, recruiting members new and old, travel across all the corners of the Ultimate Universe. Don't miss the dawn of many new characters, including Ultimate Daredevil. Oh shit! It sounds like there's multiple first appearances. So
So, but that isn't Matt Murdock, so he's probably not even blind.
yeah.
And he's from space.
So look, Matt. Yeah, it says it might not be Matt Murdock. So let us know in the comments below who do you think is going to be,
or is it a completely new character?
A complete new character? Is it Foggy Nelson?
Imagine.
Obviously, it's a guy. Who is it going to be?
Yeah.
Dude, I know. Did you read the last Daredevil series where Elektra was Daredevil?
I haven't, but
dude, that story is amazing. Chip Zdarsky, dude, one of the greatest writers out there. Awesome dude, funny dude.
Currently writing Captain America.
Man, he's dope. But yeah, that Daredevil run when Elektra became the Daredevil, such a good series. That book spiked so hard too. Issue 25, awesome book. Highly recommend it.
I've been wanting.
I read anything Chip Zdarsky, and bam, that's it. That's the end of Marvel. I feel like this format is working out good. If you guys don't want to see the other ones, timestamp it. But
yeah,
I suggest you guys stick around because you never know what you're gonna come across. You never know if there's something that's gonna pique your interest.
We didn't cover Wiccan.
That's right. Did it not pop up, or did we pass it?
It would be the last one. No,
you're right, because there is a new Wiccan book that's coming out, and I didn't see it over here unless we passed it. Let me go fairly quick, and you could fast forward this later, but I don't see it. Yeah, they might have changed it because that's all Marvel Comics.
Well, if they ever do see it, it's Wiccan number 1.
Wiccan number 1.
And with the first appearance of a new villain.
Oh shit! First appearances are always hot.
Yeah. So.
But yeah, that's DC and Marvel. So yeah, you know what? And I think we were talking about it earlier. I've never seen Two Guns, but now I want to go see it. It's Denzel Washington and Mark Wahlberg, and this is the graphic novel that inspired the movie. So I think it was something about a heist that goes wrong, and like shenanigans ensues. But yeah, it looked cool. I'm gonna give this a shot. We'll probably order it just to check it out. But this stuff looks pretty cool. I'll probably be ordering this just because Denzel Washington is a great actor, and he's been in some of my favorite movies, dude. Have you ever watched Fallen?
No.
Dude, Fallen is such a good movie. Like, holy smokes. And
it stars Denzel?
Stars Denzel, dude. That's another one that I used to rent all the time. And this will be a little tangent, and I apologize, but it just came to my mind. So the premise is he's a homicide detective, and he had put away this serial killer, right? So he goes where they're unaliving him, in that chair, and then he starts whispering some kind of like chant, so as he's unaliving, he whispers something. The premise is, though, that now, whether through witchcraft or whatever, he has transferred his soul to different people. And as Denzel Washington leaves, another cool thing about that, and I don't know, we can't even play the song, but they play this awesome Rolling Stone song that says, time is on my side. And it's pretty much about Lucifer and crazy stuff. Anyhow, as Denzel Washington starts walking off, people start talking to him, saying stuff to him that the serial killer knew. And he's like, what the F? What's going on? Then somebody else gets tagged, and they're talking to him like, hey, I forget his name in the movie. It's been so long since I watched it. But as he's going out of the courthouse, not the courthouse, but wherever it happened, people keep transferring, the soul keeps getting transferred, and they're talking to him as the serial killer. And he's like, what the F? So he comes to find out that this guy had practiced some kind of witchcraft. He transferred his soul. So he was out there actively acting as a serial killer because he transferred his soul. And that's the mystery. And he's trying to figure out, how can I get rid of this guy for good? And the ending is hard, dude. Like, it is so hard.
Twist, or
not that it's a big twist, but the way he had to get rid of him is a major sacrifice he had to make.
I'm like,
but holy smokes,
don't spoil.
it is such a good movie. I highly recommend you guys check it out. Fallen, Denzel Washington, one of my favorite movies.
Is it an
Like,
older movie?
yeah, oh yeah, this came out in late '90s,
Oh
early
yeah,
2000s, dude. It's a good movie. But I only thought about that because of this. I'm a big Denzel Washington fan. But yeah, check it out, dude. If you guys do check it out, let me know what you think. You will not be disappointed. It's such an awesome movie that fuck, I might rewatch it one of these days. Moving on, I got my list here. So Akira Volume 5 hardcover. Dude, this is Akira is the series that put fucking manga in our lexicon. Like it is one of the stories, neopunk, futuristic, just an awesome character. And they've made movies about it, shows like it is so cool. But Akira, for you Akira fans out there, it's a must have.
it's already an animated show. They already made that a
Yeah,
show.
yeah, yeah. Back
Oh
in the day,
shit.
dude. Yeah, Akira is a classic for any manga fan. If you don't know who Akira are, then you don't know what manga is. And that's coming from someone that doesn't really know a lot about manga. But I know that when manga got started, it was because of Akira.
Oh
You know,
shit.
Akira, it
Okay.
is awesome. So super cool, futuristic stuff. Highly recommend these. I just saw them. I hadn't been picking them up, but I think they look so cool in that format in hardcover that I think I'm gonna start getting them. Another thing is I'm kind of behind now, so I'll have to see if the rest are available for me. But I think they are. But that is a book that I'll probably pick up. I don't know if I'll add it here now because it's too much stuff, but I am looking into that. Moving on, we got some other cool books out here, manga, Avatar. Um,
Avatar is gonna be big right now.
yeah,
There's a movie at the end
with
of the
the
year or
movie
something.
coming
Yeah.
out, yeah, so that looks pretty cool. Um, here we got moving on, dude. I stopped blinking, you'll miss it. And this is the thing, and I hated to say that. Oh, I forgot. I think I read issue 1 and I kind of dropped off. Sometimes it's hard for me to keep up with every
Yeah.
new number 1, but I remember reading the premise and I thought it was dope. Maybe I'll click it. Let's see. The genre-defining new saga rocket towards its conclusion. Melody's greatest fears are realized as time finally runs out. Reality slips away, casting her into a surreal realm of dazzling and terrifying visions. Can she navigate the chaos and finally uncover the secret she's been chasing? So yeah, I do remember it was some trippy ass stuff like this, but I do remember I really enjoyed issue 1. It's just that sometimes time doesn't allow me. But what caught my attention was this cover, and it is the last series. But
Yeah.
holy smokes, Sally is the 1 in 10 variant, and I probably won't get it because I don't think I have enough subscribers. But this design to me stands out. It
That's
is dope,
beautiful.
man.
Yeah. That's actually nice.
Beautiful artwork. I love stuff
Trippy.
like that. But that one's cool. Real quick, if you guys are into the boys, there's some cool omnibuses that are coming out. That are super cool. We do have all the graphic novels down below.
I've seen them. You
But
have
if,
a
yeah, dude,
yeah.
I'm always stocked up because the boys are one of my favorite stories. Garth Ennis is one of my favorite writers of all time. Preacher, one of my favorite stories of all time.
Is that the same person?
Yeah, dude.
No way.
Garth Ennis, The Boys, Preacher, Frank Castle, one of the best stories. Welcome back, Frank, I believe. Yeah, dude, Garth Ennis by far one of the best writers. He does some gnarly, graphic, gory shite.
So you've read The Boys?
Oh hell yeah,
Okay, so now
dude.
tell me, what's better, the show or the actual book? Not biased.
Not biased. I'm torn, dude, because they're both good. Like there's stuff in the book that they can't really do, like the stuff with Mother Milk's mom and all that. It's
Oh
just
yeah, I've
crazy
heard that was
stuff.
weird. Yeah.
But it is by far really good. The stuff Seth Rogen does with it and Eric Kripke, I think, is amazing. So I really love it. I love the fact that they're kind of skewing off the path of the books and kind of coming up with some original stuff.
Yeah.
I think is dope. But dude, I am hooked on the show. Gen V, it's coming out right now. Go check it
I
out.
think the
Gen
season
V.
finale was today.
Is it? Oh shit! Then
Yeah,
I'm
I
gonna go
think,
home and
dude.
watch
Yeah,
that,
I
dude.
think
Because
Jen.
episode 7 was such a fucking twist.
Yeah,
Holy
I haven't caught
smokes!
up. But I
Oh,
think I'm on
dude.
episode 3. But The
Issue
Boys is sick.
episode 7. That twist was amazing. I can't wait to watch episode 8 tonight. Then,
Yeah.
yeah, big, massive fan of Garth Ennis. But yeah, dude, Preacher again, one of my favorite stories. You have to check it out. If I
Yeah.
start going on a tangent on Preacher, I don't know if I should. Fuck it. That's what it's about, having
Yeah, yeah,
fun. So, and something I'll butcher because I get too excited.
But wait, you didn't tell me what you prefer, the show or the book.
I'm even, dude. I like them
Oh
both. I
yeah.
like them both. I
Okay.
can't like it's for me. It's like if I enjoy the show, it's great. It's awesome because I always have the book, and if the book
And
might
it's
be a little bit different. Yeah, to
two
me,
different things.
I never really, unless the show came out crappy. For me,
Right.
it doesn't matter. I have both of them, and I know there's stuff they can't do here, and they also can't do it because people already know what's coming up.
Right.
You have to throw some, curveballs in there to
Right,
make
right.
it exciting. But yeah, but the preacher, dude, like sometimes I'll butcher it because I get too excited. The main premise is there's this character called Jesse Custard, and yeah, I'm pretty sure that's his name, Jesse Custard. And he comes from a line of, he lived in Texas. His dad is a preacher. He kind of grew up like that, but he becomes this badass assassin, right? And in the meantime, in a backstory, an angel and a demon had sex, and they created this being called Genesis. It's like an entity, right? Genesis,
Uh-huh.
because a Nephilim, in a sense, it's created by an angel and a demon. So this being is so powerful that God has left heaven. He goes on the run because he's afraid of Genesis.
Damn.
But while Jesse Custard comes back to his hometown because his dad has passed away, he takes over the church. He becomes a pastor. He's giving a sermon. Boom, the Genesis being infects Jesse Custard. So now he is filled with the power of Genesis, and everyone is scared of him. God is scared of him. There's this uh,
Excuse
secret,
me.
Catholic entity, like, that's behind the scenes that wants to put Genesis away, destroy him.
Hmm.
So this guy's got the gift of Genesis, and he pretty much could say anything and make you do. Like if he tells you chop off your foot, you're gonna do it. If he tells you jump or walk to the ocean till your feet bleed, you're gonna do it. That's how powerful this guy is. So God is on the run, and he's kind of like, like going on, like what the hell is going on? Why is God on the run? He's trying to find out the mysteries behind this. At the same time, he has this character called Cassidy, who's a vampire, an alcoholic
What the
vampire,
heck?
who's the trippiest character. Probably my favorite. I love Jesse Custard, but Cassidy is awesome because he's such a like a punk rock alcoholic, crazy vampire, but he tries to be good. He tries not to kill human beings. He
Right.
tries to like get his blood from cows and stuff
Right.
like
Right.
that,
Right.
unless he absolutely has to. But holy smokes, then his girl Tulip is a ride or die gangster. And they have this saying, till the end of the world. That's what they say, like
Yeah.
meaning they're gonna be with him, right? So I always tell my wife that too, till the end of the world. It's because it's one of the things you want to be till the
Right.
wheels fall
Of
off,
course.
dude. But dude, the stuff that happens throughout the book, the mystery behind why is God missing. There's another thing that this secret Christian Catholic sect has been trying to, through inbreeding, create, and the blood of Christ, trying to create a better Christ, but it always ends up being that they're super dumb Jesus
Yeah.
Christ because they're inbred incest. So
Yeah.
there's that aspect to it. There's the big uh holy Vatican leader who's fucking the Pope, this fat crazy being who's always eating. Dude, there's such crazy shenanigans shit that you wouldn't believe that happens in this show and in the book. And I don't want to spoil it, and it's probably a little bit all over the place, but just that, it's really sacrilegious. So if you're really religious, maybe don't
That
read
sounds
it. But
blasphemous.
dude, it is the story with Jesse Custard and his family he grew up with that tortured him, that would lock him up in a coffin and throw him in the ocean just to fuck with him. Like, it is such a good story, man. Like,
Yeah.
holy smokes. I have the full issues, I have the omnibuses. I love that. But again, that's Garth Ennis, man, one of my favorite writers of all time. And that's why I love The Boys, because anything he doesn't like stray away from the cringe, the craziness,
Right. Right. Right.
He writes his mind, and I appreciate that. Garth Ennis, you are the shite, my boy.
When you said preacher the first time, I heard reacher.
No, no, that's completely different thing.
I
Completely
was like,
different
you caught
thing.
me for a loop, man. I was like, what
Yeah.
the
So I
hell?
hope I kind of made sense. I
Yeah.
know when I'm talking, I see everything in my head and it kind of comes out, but highly recommend Preacher, man.
And the
The,
boys.
and the boys.
Yeah.
Holy smokes. Here we continuing on. If you guys are fans of Invincible, they are doing a reprint of Capes. I believe it's issue 1, issue 2. These are characters that came out in Invincible,
Mhm.
that Robert Kirkman did. So I highly recommend you guys pick them up. It's only 2 issues. You can't go wrong. They got several variants there. Continuing on, dude, Creep Show. Creep Show is on my list. If you guys don't know, Creep Show has a massive following. There's a show on Shudder. There's an old school show from back in the day, but these are all anthologies. So, meaning, what's anthology mean? It means they're
It's
individual stories that you don't need to read the previous one
yeah.
or the future one. It is a self-contained story, and for the most part, there'll be 2 or 3 stories in there. So, for what, $3.99, you get 2 stories in there. Um,
Isn't that kind of how Goosebumps is written?
well, Goosebumps started as novels, right? R.L. Stein did
I don't know.
novels. Yeah, yeah.
Ignore me.
No, but Creepshow does that. Hello Darkness does that. Originally, Silvercoin did that. Silvercoin was fucking awesome. And that one, the only element that kept going on was the mystery of the silver coin. But each issue was a completely self-contained story. But at the end, it was always something crazy that happened with the silver coin. Same thing, another cool anthology, if you guys don't know about it, is Ice Cream Man. Dude, Ice Cream Man, by far one of the best books in the last couple years. It's up to like issue 40 at this point. It's got some amazing covers, but holy smokes, is that book cool? Anthology
And
every issue.
it's a horror thing like that. Ice Cream Man.
Ice Cream Man is horror elements. Yes, there's a lot
Okay.
of horror elements, but the craziness every time something happens, think of like Twilight Zone, Outer Limits, Creep Show, any of that. Anytime something crazy happens, the Ice Cream Man is there. He's such a trippy character with his white hat, his white outfit, sharp teeth. And that's the mystery, like why he always shows up,
Yeah.
like in this crazy moment. He's kind of like the Crypt Keeper.
From the Truth Department.
No, well, that's a different one, but that's
Oh.
kind of the Lady in Red, kind of the same thing.
Oh.
But Lady in Red only shows up into like pivotal moments of history, any significant changes. But no, he always shows up. But yeah, Ice Cream Man, highly recommend it. But that's just to say that anthology books are individual images books that you don't need to, like, if you come in and you say issue 4, you're like, oh, I missed the first 2 issues.
You
It
need
doesn't
it.
matter. You don't
Yeah.
need them. Just pick them up. Plus, the covers are amazing, dude. It's got this pre-code horror feel to it,
That's cool. Yeah.
So I love Creep Show, one of the ones that on my list, and I'm
Did
adding
you
it here.
know Halloween, the originals were it was supposed to be an anthology film?
Really?
Yeah, like Michael Myers.
Yeah.
So it was supposed to be an anthology, and they strayed away on the third movie and the season of the witch. Have you seen them?
Yeah, but
Yeah,
years ago, dude.
yeah. So season of the witch has nothing to do with Michael Myers. He doesn't come out, but people were like, "Yo, what the fudge?
Yeah.
What the fudge is going on? Like, where's
Yeah.
Michael Myers?" And so they were like, "Oh, I mean, it was originally we planned it out
It's
as
always demand,
anthology,
right? Demand by the
but
fans,
but
so your voices can be heard.
yeah." So
That's awesome.
yeah,
And just as in even a side note, what happened lately with Jimmy Kimmel, him getting fired because of his whatever, even though he didn't do anything wrong, they fired him. But then why? Because people acted out and went and canceled Hulu and Disney, and
yeah,
their voices were heard. They came back. So remember, your voices can be heard.
voice can be heard.
Let us know in the comments, what do you think about the Jimmy Kimmel situation? That's kind of crazy, but interesting stuff happening in our world today, without getting into politics or anything like that. But some cool Creep Show covers. Yeah, I love Creep Show. Dude, I know you're excited about this, baby. We got to talk. The J. Scott Campbell statue, Poison Ivy, rests in 1/8 scale, dude. Sad it can't get it bigger, but that is such an awesome statue. Are you going to be ordering that, McFarlane Toys?
Dude, it's so much money, but
Just,
I think I might
just
have
pull the
to.
trigger, bro. Good thing. If you guys are interested in this, we do offer a layaway program, 25% down, and you make payments within a month or two. Also, we could do it through our website. We put it on there. You can make a payments through a firm or pay shop now, whatever. We get paid, and then you make payments with them, and you get the item as soon as it comes out. So there's options. We work with you.
It's so nice. Anything J. Scott Campbell. He's got like, yeah, because he's doing females for McFarlane.
Yeah.
He's got like Zatanna, Wonder Woman. I think he's got like Harley Quinn, and now the newest one is Poison Ivy, bro. I'm so
Yeah, no, that thing is hard, man. It's a
J. Scott
super.
Campbell, I love you. I mean,
Whoa, whoa, whoa.
I mean,
No,
let me
J.
just say
Scott
that.
Campbell's another goat, man.
Yeah.
I love that guy's artwork, And we were talking about it earlier. Like, I tend to like his male covers. That's not to mean anything else in the world, because I love his girl covers. But for some reason, I think maybe because they're harder to find, they're rare. Like Amazing Spider-Man, I forget the issue number, but the one with the green lizard, holy shit, is that a dope ass cover? Then he's got the Deadpool Wolverine, where you have the Deadpool outfit or Wolverine outfit with his claws, and then you got Deadpool under it. Like, such an awesome hardcover that is hard to find, and you're gonna have to throw the photo up because those are hard. I don't own them, but I want them. Those things are hard.
I'm on the hunt for anything J. Scott Campbell. If I see the cover, I'm buying it. Especially if I don't have it. I am determined by the end of my life to have every single cover he has ever released.
We'll see what we can do to help you out. I do got tons of J. Scott Campbell covers, as you know, because reorganizing everything for the backdrop here. My personal command cave is a mess, but I've been putting away a lot of J. Scott Campbell covers, so I'll see what I have for you.
Too bad for your customers, because there's no way they're getting them before me.
But just to let you guys know, man, if you guys are ever looking for specific covers of anything, whether it's a key, first appearance, whatever it is, you need to fill your gaps in your collection, talk to me. I'm an easygoing person. Give me your list. So when that stuff walks in through my shop, or if I find it in my back issues, you will be the first person I let know. So let me know what you're looking for. DM us at Horizon Comics. Come into the shop. Give us a call. Message it down below on the comments. Whatever, dude. I will do my best to hook you up. And that's what I do for my customers. A lot of my customers are looking for keys, big keys. Dude, I have a couple of homies who are like, they've gotten some of the biggest keys in their collection. And I did layaway plans for them, hooked them up, made payments, and now they have Near Minutes 98, first appearance of Deadpool. They have first appearance of Supergirl, like some big ass keys that I work with them, layaway plans, hook them up. Like, and that's how their collection grows, dude.
Yeah.
But that's what we're here for. We're here for you guys. Just like this YouTube channel started for our community. Hopefully it grows, but I'm doing this for you guys to inform you guys, to hook you guys up.
Yeah. That's dope. I didn't know we had you guys had offer layaways. Now I might have to pick up that poison ivy you have downstairs.
You have, dude. There's a badass 450 sideshow poison ivy statue down below. That is hard. So I think hopefully I'm gonna convince them to pick it up.
Or
Moving
if
on,
somebody beats me to it.
right?
Yeah.
Yeah. Moving on, here we have. I have to highlight this because there's a lot of fans for Diary of a Wimpy Kid, and it looks like this is a cool collector's gift set that comes with a cool plush
That's cool.
backpack. And Diary of a Wimpy Kid is huge for kids. So if you guys have kids and is into this stuff, you can pick this up for $29.99. You can't beat that. Moving on, some cool Disney books. Here we have Maleficent, Disney Villains Maleficent, super number 2. Dynamite is doing a lot of these Disney books. Maleficent's an awesome character. There's multiple covers. I'm not going to spend my time and go over through all of them, but that is a super cool, covers and series if you're into the Disney stuff. This is a book I wanted to highlight that I was really excited about. So it comes from Sumerian Comics. So mystery thriller with great supernatural twist, set within, I guess, an infamous hotel called the Argyle. And the story follows a private investigator, Randall Halsey, who has been hired to find a missing young woman, only to realize she and him have been murdered. Which it's already a mind f, you know.
I'm already lost.
Not letting death stand in the way of solving the mystery, Randall has to maneuver through both the human and supernatural worlds that lay within the walls of the Argyle, traveling through time itself to set things right. That's Bam! Cool. Keyword time itself. What am I gonna do?
You're gonna pick it up.
I'm picking it up. Why? Because I love time travel stuff, dude. Dude, and we talked about last time we were talking, and I finished that time travel show, the Lazarus Project. Love that show. I just started watching a new one called Sisyphus. It's a Korean show, but holy smokes, is that a badass time travel show?
I can't take it.
I don't even want to go on a tangent, but holy smokes. Real quick premise. The premise is there's this genius guy, Korean guy, similar to maybe other billionaires, has this company called Quantum and Time. Anyhow, there are people who are traveling from the past, showing up into our future, and using this thing called the downloader. So there's a downloader and uploader. The whole thing started because he's a technology expert, and he figured out how to pretty much teleport a sugar cube into a coffee cup. That is the essence of the technology. Just transporting something from point A to point B. Eventually, in the future, this is used to be able to teleport people from time. So, and he doesn't even know what's happening yet. He doesn't know his brother's trying to talk to him, that there's people out there to kill him. He doesn't know what's going on. It comes to pass that there's a lady sent back in time to save him, because if he dies, nuclear war starts. Damn. And then he doesn't know what's happening. He thinks he's going crazy.
So Terminator.
Kind of. But dude, the whole concept of the uploader, downloader is amazing. The story is so dope. Highly recommended. You know, I probably butchered it a little bit. But if you guys are on Netflix, Sisyphus, holy smokes. If you like time travel stuff, check it out, man. Highly recommended. I think I'm like episode 13 and there's 15, and I hope there's a season 2, because holy smokes, is it good, dude? I love time travel. I love time travel.
I'm just stuff. Too stupid to understand it.
Dude, I love doing it. I told you I love plotting charts, figuring out what's what. Because I love time travel paradoxes. I love that stuff, dude. Like, it makes my head twist. But when you find out, I'm watching a show and I'm like, that happened. And in the past, it only happened because they went back in the past, but it would never happen. It's like, what came first, the chicken or the egg? The causal time loops. I love those paradoxes. To me, they are amazing. I love those. You'll learn that about me. I'm pretty passionate about a lot of stuff. But that is one of them. Time travel. I wish. I'm not smart enough to create a time machine, but holy smokes, when I'd be like thinking, what would I have done, dude? Like, I love that. Moving on, because I don't want to go on too much of a tangent. I don't even know how long we're going so far, but let's keep going. Some other cool books. I do have a couple ones I want to highlight. Collection. Yeah, I did want to, talk about this. So Dune box set, dude, complete 3-book box set, hardcover. I believe this is not everything, because Frank Herbert created a whole multiverse of this, tons of books, but I think these are the first 3. But I am picking this up because I am a big Dune fan. But look who's doing the cover. Bill Sienkiewicz, dude. Again, I'm a big Bill Sienkiewicz fan. So I am adding this to my cart. I have to have this.
Are
Bam.
those based off of the movies? Like, so the first two books is like, is one book one movie, or is
Yeah,
yeah,
I
or
don't remember how they split it up because there was an old school Dune movie that they did back in the day, and then there's a new one
yeah,
with
it's Timothy Chalamet,
yeah, him.
Zendaya,
Such a great
Josh
actor.
Brolin,
Such
Dave
dude.
Bautista.
Oh
Yeah,
my god, the movies are great. Like I episode. I mean, both movies are great, but I can't wait for the third one. Like holy smokes, it is so dope. But no, I think they kind of. I think they're trying to stay original to the books, but I forget how much it splits into one or
okay,
the other. But I'm picking this up because I'm a big Dune fan, and I wasn't in the past. I watched the original. I never thought about it,
right.
but these two movies got me so hooked that I wanna. I'm like that. When I find something, I want to know everything about it.
Really?
Like I want to know everything about it. When we talk about the Dark Tower, how obsessed I am with the Dark Tower, and
Yeah.
I won't go into it, but I might make a video for that because it does relate to comic books. Um, there's this character, this person that was a helper of Stephen King for the Dark Tower. So she ended up coming up with this book called The Concordance of the Dark Tower. In essence, it's a encyclopedia of every character in the book, of all the cultural beliefs, the
Damn.
songs, the everything that happened into it. And just imagine like watching Star Wars and you have an encyclopedia of every character in that universe, of every little thing that happens, any religious things that they
That's
have, any
crazy.
practices that they practice. But that's how it was. But just to show you that I like knowing everything about that world. When I want to learn about a world, I immerse myself. I want to know
Really?
everything, dude. Like I want to eat it all up,
You want
man.
me? Can I tell you something that's gonna make you hate me?
Yeah.
I didn't like Dune.
What the? What did you mean you didn't have like?
So I watched the first one, and I was like, okay, yeah, like people, I understand that. I was like, I didn't understand the hype really, but I was like, it's cool. And then the second one, I thought it was way worse than the first one.
Should I slap this guy right now, dude? Because he did not like Dune. I'm sure there might be some of you guys out there who did not like Dune. I loved it. I had
Who's
a live
with me?
customer.
Who is with me? I need to find my people.
Oh,
Who are
dude.
the Dark Knight haters and the Dune haters?
Oh, we got to get back to that.
Find me,
I
please.
can believe. Yeah, comment in the comments below if you guys like Dune or you did not like Dune. I personally love Dune. I thought it was great. He hates it, dude. Tell him.
I didn't say that,
Yeah,
but you
he
know
said
what?
he hates it. Tell him why he's effing wrong, dude. Let him
Oh,
know.
God damn it.
But yeah, moving on, dude. All right, another series I completely fucking adore is Catacomb Torment. So, they started doing these EC reprint books, uh, being put out by Oni Press. So I don't know if you know back in the day the pre-code horror stuff.
No, no.
So back in the day, dude, there was this really crazy pre-code horror books that they made, and when the whole seduction of the innocent stuff was happening with Congress, and they believed that horror comic books and comic books in general
Hmm.
were polluting kids' brains and rotting their brains, they were actually forcing them to like burn the comic books and stuff like that. So a lot of them are really hard to find. But these books are great, and this is kind of what led to the Comics Code Authority. On the old school books, and this one's kind of cut
You should make
off.
the screen bigger.
Huh?
You should put it just us for the like.
Oh, bam. All right. So,
Just camera. Yeah.
all right. So, if you guys see here in the corner, it says Comic Code Authority. I think they chopped it up there, but Comics Code Authority. So, when that whole thing was happening, there was comic books that they thought were too crazy and scary and polluting kids' brains. They started doing the Comics Code Authorities, who pretty much they had to like view the comic book before it was printed and make sure there's no crazy violence or drug use or
That's
any of that,
crazy. Yeah.
because some of those books are gnarly. And speaking of that, I do have to kind of show off just to show you guys the pre-code horror books. And this kind of has that vibe to it, all the horror elements. And again, these are anthology books that are self-contained stories that are super cool. You got multiple stories and they're writing by authors, and you got some really cool stuff. But let me go back to our camera. Oh fuck, I'm about to go back. But one of my pride and joys is this baby. Let me blow it up again. So this book, Tomb of Terror 15. Holy smokes, one of my favorite covers of all time. I was lucky enough to pick this up. But you see the horror element to it. So this book was published in 1954, which is a classic cover, Lee Elias cover. But you got the eyeball popping out. They hated the stuff that was happening like this. There's some really cool covers where you'll see a guy with an axe and just the head.
And that was before
The Comics Code Authority books. And these pretty much are now kind of non-existent. I think I looked it up yesterday. There's only 139 of these created in the world. So this book, dude, I love this book. One of my pride and joys. I don't think I'll ever sell it unless I need a lot of money. But I love this stuff. But you kind of see the similarity with the designs, horror elements of
Yeah,
that. Put this baby heat. No, I gotta put it back.
you gotta show it off.
I had to show it off, and I had to put this up because I wanted to show it. But yeah, but these books again, they're anthologies, single contained stories that are really cool. And they have multiple covers. This one's a cutesy cover, 1 in 10, super cool. But yeah, I'm
Cool.
super excited that Oni Press brought back EC Archives. Dude, I love all the EC Archives in the back, and maybe one day I'll show what I have on my Calyx here. But I collect a lot of the EC Archives horror books. I just love those stories. I can't get enough of them. But moving on, this book is dope. It was on FOC last week, um, and I hadn't had a chance to read it, but holy smokes, man! It's Stephanie Phillips and Mark Lamming on the book. So I thought it's such a cool premise. There's like this rich elite people that get to do some crazy stuff, like those people that went on that underwater submersible thing that
Oh man,
collapsed and
yeah, yeah,
stuff.
yeah.
So it's kind of like that, but they go on this cruise or whatever. The whole point is as these 7 kids, I believe it's 7 kids, they get stuck on a ship by themselves with no access to anything. So even though they're stuck in there and all these other crazy stuff is going on, the real challenge, the real fear that they're going to encounter, the real enemy is each other. And they're youngsters. And what's going to happen when you're youngsters and you're hungry and you don't have anything around you? Like, how do you manipulate, deceive
Yeah.
these people? So I thought the premise was so good. Issue 1 was great. I'm really hyped. So I'm ordering this to my pool. Last week when I did FOC, I had not read it. I thought it was cool, but I went back. I read issue 1. So I'm definitely adding issue 2 to my poll because it is so cool. And it's Stephanie Phillips. She is great, man. But as hunger and fear take hold, alliances start to form as each child struggles to maintain control over an increasingly lawless world. Dude, the premise to me is awesome for fans of Lord of the Flies and Yellow Jackets. So I'm adding this baby to my poll because I thought it's dope.
I think I might have to go back and add that too.
Real quick, guys, I will have to skip it. I'm adding Dune. I'm adding EC
You got
Catacombs
to.
because
You
I'm already
got to.
getting those. I'm adding Do Not Disturb. I forgot to do it earlier, but I'm adding those
You
books to
got
my
to.
poll. Here we go. There's some super cool covers on that. Uh, Now, okay, so they did the crossover for Harley Quinn and Elvira. They're on issue 2, and they got some really cool covers. Dude, there was a lot more covers. Why are they not being shown? I believe there's something wrong.
Maybe if you click on it, would they come up on the
That
side?
probably, but why are they not all showing up?
Yeah, yeah.
See, here they have all the. It's gonna take a different page, I think. Okay, there's that. There's that
That's
cover.
funny.
Yeah, I don't know why they all changed. Some of them are similar, but some really cool covers. Normally they would all pop up. I'm not sure why they're not showing up, but
Just make sure to double check, guys. If you know,
make sure to double check. I don't know if it's because I did it by publisher or whatever,
maybe. Yeah.
that it minimized those. So if you want see everything, but I know there's just tons of cover. But anyhow, real quick, yeah, just like I showed, if you guys ever pick a book like this and you want to see the rest of the covers, they all pop up here. You go up or you go down, and you'll be able to see every cover available for that book. But Harley Quinn Elvira seems like a really interesting crossover. That looks really cool. I know I've been selling a lot of those, so it's a really cool one. Moving on to Heat Seeker Expound, a Honey Gun series. These books are cool, man. Like I haven't read the story personally, but the covers are amazing. And again, if you're into like risque, sexy covers, you can't go wrong. Like look at this cover. That cover is pretty dope, dude. G Brow, unique blind. It's a blind bag variant apparently. So I don't know if there's different ones in
Different
there.
covers.
Yeah, but
Low key, that one with the purple. Oh, you know what? I placed an order on that one.
did you? That
Yeah,
that, that is a dope
I
cover right
placed an order
there.
on that one.
Real
Yeah.
quick, showing them. Yeah, dude, sexy covers. La Chichona covers.
Oh man.
Those are dope. They're hard. Look at this one. That's another dope one, dude. The sexy covers, man. These are can't go wrong, man. Buy what you like. If there's some cool sexy covers, get them.
There's a judge-free zone. Buy them.
Judge free zone. Here we go. Moving on. I meant to read this. I didn't get. I didn't message you one, but it looked kind of cool. But what I really wanted to highlight was this book. It's a homage to House of Secrets 92. Do you know what House of Secrets 92
No
is?
idea.
First appearance of Swamp Thing. So,
Oh
dude,
shit.
Swamp Thing is the shite. So, this is a homage to that. So, I just think it's cool, you know? So, that's a cool cover grab there just for the homage of it. So, it's a 125. Super
Did
cool.
DC buy him afterwards, or is that DC the book
No, he's a
editor?
DC
Oh,
character.
okay. I
Yeah,
see.
yeah, DC character. Moving on. Uh, all right, dude. This book is amazing, dude. Like, I love anything serial killer, anything dark. It's just up my alley, and I'm sure
I
most of
was
you
in
do, just like
fashion
people like
schools.
murder
Yeah,
stuff,
yeah.
podcasts. So I was a fashion school serial killer. This is the graphic novel. It was 5 issues. It ended, but this girl, all she wanted to be is a fashion designer. But she finds ways to incorporate her killings and the skin of her victims into creating
Oh
awesome outfits,
hell no.
as you see here. But highly, highly recommended. Doug Wagner, awesome 5 issue series. I love this,
By
dude. I
Jay
thought it
Lee.
was cool. That covers by Jay Lee. Yeah, you're
Damn.
learning. You could tell, right?
I,
Automatically, you could tell.
I'm not gonna lie to you. I read it.
Huh? Did
I'm
you?
not gonna lie. I read it right there.
Oh, you read it right there. But it's a Jay Lee cover, dude. Yeah, I'm
Did
gonna.
uh,
I already have the single issues, but I'm gonna add the hardcover. I have to get it.
Jay Lee just did? He did art for some. This ends tonight. Is that
Yes, yeah,
him?
yeah. He's doing a lot of the covers. I think he's doing probably all the A covers on there.
Yeah,
Yeah, yeah.
I've collected.
You could tell
Yeah.
right away his artwork, dude. Right away.
Damn, I do have Jay Lee art then.
Yeah, Jay Lee is dope, man. Shout out to Jay Lee, goat. And of course, here we have Invincible Universe Battle Beast number 4, second print. See, when I first did my first pass around for the FOC files on 2 days ago, this wasn't up there. That's why it's not on my list. Because if not, I would have put it in
Right,
there.
right, right.
But here we have second printing of Universe Battle Beast. This is another book I can't keep in stock. Everybody keeps coming in. And again, they come after the fact when the book's been out, when you're missing out. You should have pre-ordered it, bro. You should have pre-ordered it just
Why?
like you mentioned, I
Yeah.
mentioned, because you'll miss out. And then it's cool though. Sometimes people think like, oh, I only want the first printing. You know what, dude? Sometimes for
The
me, the
second.
second printing is better if they do a separate cover.
Yeah.
If they rehash the same cover A, trash. But if they do a new variant, sometimes those become lower printed variants and those go for more money in the aftermarket. And again, like I say, this is not a hobby about making money. I only say that it's a bonus. Like if you could do it and use that to like fund your hobby, great.
Yeah.
You know, I don't collect this stuff for the money. That's not why I'm in it. But if it happens, if I can sell something and make a little money, why not? But that is not the sole purpose why I collect. That's not why I got into this game. I love the art. I love the stories. It means so much to me, and I'll do this till the day I die. But I am a businessman, and I am aware of everything. And I've been aware of it since before I owned the shop. Like I've been in the hustle, digging, looking for gold, flipping
Yeah.
books, and making money. I used to go to the old Horizon Con to the old. Maybe that'll be a thing.
That'd be the thing.
To the old Horizon when they had events, and I'd be there with Raquel, and we'd be posted up selling books, mystery bags. I've always been in the hustle. I love this hobby because it allows me to get cooler stuff that I want, you know.
Yeah.
So I appreciate it. But that was a little tangent just about the second printing stuff. Don't downplay the second printings. Don't think it's garbage because you're wrong. It's not, you know.
Yeah.
It's garbage if it's the same cover. Then I don't, unless you missed out and you can't
Yeah.
get first print, get it. But if you're gonna turn it down just because of the second print, you're messing up, dude. Because I think in the long
There's a
run,
lot of
some of
times
them
where the
is cool.
second printing covers are way better than the
Oh
first
yeah,
ones.
dude.
Yeah.
There's something killing the children. Second, third, sixth print covers. There's a sixth print for something killing the children that I don't even own, and I almost own every cover for something killing the children for every issue. I love that series. I don't have the sixth print because it's out of my budget, and I don't want to spend
Yeah.
$1,000 for it. But dude, everybody back in the day, they would be like sixth print. I don't want that crap, dude. You're messing up because some of those are so low printed that, dude, it is worth it. But you have another Invincible Battle Beast 4. See, this is
Dope.
another cover, second print, different cover, pretty dope. But yeah, here we have It Killed Everyone But Me. This sounds so appealing, and I forgot to read the premise on it, and I'm gonna
It's
do it now.
terrifying.
And I tried to be more prepared for this show, and I really did my due diligence, and I did come more prepared. But there's stuff that might have not showed up, or I forgot to look into. But this one did appeal to me as the heathen takes a perverse pleasure in hunting down the children of the Riverton massacre in the past. Sudden and Ian are forced to reveal their own dark secrets to the heathen in the present if they have any hope of saving Mason in time. I don't get enough information about it on this issue, but the title appealed to me. Mad Cave has some decent stuff sometimes. So I think I have issue number 1. I might go check it out before I place an order for issue number 3. But sometimes, you got to give something a shot and then
Mhm.
check it out. Here we have Josie Annual Spectacular one shot from Archie. If you're an Archie fan, sometimes there's some cool stuff. I'm not a big fan of like the normal cheesy Archie stuff, but they do have this Archie horror imprint that those
Oh
covers
shit.
are sick, dude. I love those. But you got this is a cool cover though. It's a really cool cover if you're a fan of Josie and the Pussycats. If you guys come in the shop and you find the Josie and the Pussycats Easter egg, talk to me, let me know. I'll hook you up. There's so many Easter eggs in the shop and people don't pick up on them, like this guy.
Dude, I'm in it for.
And if you find it, it'll let me know that you paid attention to the show and did it. And I will hook you up. I legit will hook you up with something cool. If you find it and it let me know that you were 45 minutes in, wherever. Dude, hour 22 minutes.
Oh
Holy shit.
shit.
Oh, we got to wrap this up. All right, let's go. I didn't even know. Dude, time flies
That
when we're
was
having
quick.
fun,
Yeah.
dude.
That
Bam.
was looking quick.
We're having a blast.
What's
All right.
that jungle thing though? Real quick.
Huh?
Sorry, that jungle thing. What is that?
It's a series from Uncivilized
Some
Comics, some super indie cover. But you know what? If you're into motorcycle stuff, I don't like the
yeah,
whole ape thing, but super
like Planet
cool
of the Apes
cover.
type thing. All
Yeah.
right,
But let's
cool.
continue
Yeah,
on. None of those.
The Lion
If you're a
King,
big Disney fan, Dynamite is doing the Lion
like that
King.
Maleficent one that we
Yeah,
just seen.
like the one we just saw
Yeah,
from Dynamite. So here you have the Lion King and the Future Kings. So definitely they have a lot of cool covers for this. So if you're a Disney fan, you're definitely gonna want to check it out. Super cool.
those
Super
are
cool
sick
covers.
covers. Yeah.
Again, I like Dynamite does some cool crossover stuff. The only thing I'm not a fan of, they do a million covers. And every time I'm doing FOC, I dread it because I'm like, page, like gazillion, dude. I
Yeah.
just want to get it over with. I'm cool with a couple of covers by all means, but a gazillion covers, nah, man. I don't really like that. That's just my personal opinion. Here we have those. This one, dude, issue 5, and I don't know how many issues you're gonna do, but Lost Fantasy is an awesome read. I really enjoyed it. I'm not gonna lie, I'm behind. I read the first 2 issues, and holy smokes,
That
were
shit looks
they
hard.
great, dude! And they're doing these really cool
That looks like a PlayStation
yeah,
cover.
they do a lot of the PlayStation variants, dude, that are super hard. But yeah, no, this was an awesome story that I really enjoyed, and
I have to pick that up.
super cool. Yeah, dude.
That's like PlayStation 2 vibes right there.
Yeah. No, it's cool, man. You got this rookie monster hunter, Henry Blackheart. He steps into a hidden war when creatures from a magical underworld break through into ours, forcing him to
Oh,
stop the breach before it destroys both realms. Yeah, it was cool because the first issue, I guess these 2 realms were discovered back even before our forefathers, and when they discover that there's these 2 realms beneath, almost amongst each other,
yeah.
they have guardians there, and then we get this character, Hunter Henry, dropped off on the border of both
Yeah.
universes, and that's a mystery. Like, who dropped off this kid? Why is he here? And then he
Right.
becomes like the Neo of the universe. But holy smokes, I really enjoyed issue 1 and 2. Some really cool sci-fi elements to it, and they do this really
That
cool
shit looks
covers
hard.
to it.
Yeah.
So I'm digging it. I'm a little behind. I'm not gonna lie because I do get busy, but I am reading Lost Fantasy. It is an awesome book,
Oh, those are
and they do some
beautiful
really cool
covers.
covers, man. I really dig them. Highly recommend this. I am adding this to my poll. It is awesome. I gotta remember to add them as I'm talking about
Yeah.
them, but you guys get it. As long as I talk about it, super cool. Lost Fantasy. Lucky Devils is another great read, man. It is from the same creative team as 8 Billion Genies. I don't know if you ever read 8 Billion
Never
Genies.
read it.
Dude, 8 Billion Genies was great. And not only that, it spiked up so much in the aftermarket that it was crazy. I couldn't keep them in stock. But in essence, the world starts discovering there's genies in the world and they get one wish. And of course, people start asking for everything. I want all
Yeah.
the money in the world. I want peace. But every wish they make always backfires because there is no one set wish to make everything be okay.
Right.
Because one wish will undo the other wish in this world. But
What
dude,
the
that
fuck?
would such a
8 billion genies?
8 billion genies, dude. Such a good book.
Oh, because each person in the world gets a genie.
Each person gets a
That makes
genie
sense.
and they use up their one wish. And then you might say one piece on earth. The other person might be an evil effort and
They
says,
say
I want
fuck
fucking
everybody.
chaos. And each one outdoes the other one, dude.
Oh
And
my
it's
god.
such a brilliant read. Lucky Devils issue number 1. I did read it. I am way behind, but we'll read the premise on this. Hell's happiest couple, the Devils Caller and Rake, are in a bit of a rough patch in their relationship. To make things worse, they're about to be apprehended for their crimes against demon kind by the relentless devil hunter Sandpaper Pinch. To save their own skins, they must turn into the most unlikely saviors they can find each other. All's fair in love and war, especially in hell. Yeah, the artwork on this thing is amazing. And I'm not gonna lie, I read issue 1, but it was a while ago, so I am behind. But this is a book I'm definitely gonna pick up. I'm gonna have to go back because I am ordering it on my pull. I have them all here. It doesn't show here because I wanted a blank slate to show you guys what's going on. But I'll have to do that. And I apologize. This is gonna go a little bit long just because there's so much stuff. But I think we're gonna leave it, man. If you want to watch it all, great. If you're not, then don't. But there'll be timestamps.
No, they have to watch it.
They
I
have
said
to watch it all.
if you guys are cool, yeah, watch it all.
You have to watch it all.
They have
But
to.
continue, dude. This is another one. This is on my list. Masterminds was a brilliant effing read. So the premise: there's this video game designer, and he works for this big conglomerate company, and all he wants is to get his vision out there, get his game, like all of us,
Yeah,
right?
yeah.
We have something in our pocket, a script for a movie, for a song. We wanted to show it to the world. So he wants this, and he's not getting the opportunity. Well, somebody says there's this secret organization like the Illuminati,
Oh shit.
or let's say Mensa, but Mensa is something different. But anyhow, he finds out there's a secret organization that only takes geniuses, and the only way they could become a member is if they solve their puzzles like Easter eggs. So they're at a party and they throw up this massive sign on like a billboard or a building, I forget. And that's when he finds out who this sect is, and his friend tells him, "Oh, it's this organization, and they are all geniuses. And if you become a member, pretty much you have the keys to the kingdom. They're gonna help you become a billionaire. One of
Yeah.
the 1%." So as he's so smart, he goes to do this Easter egg hunt, and he solves it all. But as he starts solving it, there are stuff that starts happening that people are getting killed. Like, this organization has no moral compass. They're
Damn.
willing to kill people
Anything.
to provide anything. So he goes back to his job, and everyone is killed, and he has to solve these puzzles to go. But he's so intrigued with this because he wants his game to be
Right, right.
created, and he wants to be a part of something secret, something above everything else. And he doesn't seem like a bad person in the first issue. But who knows, when you get your greed,
That
your
yeah.
desires, when money starts twisting you, when you get power, what is that going to become? So I'm really interested in this series. It's by Dark Horse. Holy
That bottom
smokes.
cover looks cool.
Yeah, no, they got some really cool covers. And this is the logo, the signal to the
Yeah, yeah.
organization. And that hurt. Dude, the name was there and I'm fucking brain farting. But yes, it's called like the Mastermind Organization, I believe. But dude, so hard. This cover is sick.
That's
Look at
dope.
that,
That's
dude.
dope.
That's another sequel that reminds me of Crimson King's Eye. I might have
Yeah.
to get. I really love this series. Who knows? But it is dope. But yeah, I love this series. I highly,
That one's
highly
dope.
recommend you guys see the bloodiness.
Yeah.
I highly, and it's from Sacaplan, dude. You have to check this out. I believe I still have a couple of issues, issue 1, number 2. Sometimes when I believe in something heavily, I'll order heavy down the shelves because I believe, I could tell people about it, and I enjoy it, and hopefully they
Yeah.
appreciate it for what it is. Continue. Fuck, this is only the first page. Holy smokes! All right. Um, Minor Arcana, Jeff Lemire, super cool book that I'm reading, but I'm not gonna get into it right now because we are scrunched for time. Murder Podcast. They're on issue 3. This is a cool book. Issue number 1 was great. It is, dude, crazy, just what it sounds like. Like, it's Murder Podcast. So making some notes for myself because sometimes I just gotta
That's
be
also
honest.
the new
The
publisher,
new
right?
publisher for Ignition that we talked about last
Yep.
week. So yeah, pretty much a group of true crime podcast fans discover a mysterious new episode of a show they thought was ended, and soon find themselves consumed by the deadly urge it unleashes.
Damn.
So super cool book. I really liked issue 1. The covers are dope. Issue 2 came out last week, I believe, and just look
That
at
shit
these
looks
covers,
cool.
dude. I'm adding this to my poll because I really enjoy it. And plus,
You know what the vibe is? Is Truth or Dare. You've seen that movie?
no,
Yeah, it's like if somebody asks you to play Truth or Dare, you become possessed, and if you have to do the dare, or else the possession kills you. So at the end of the movie, spoiler alert, the movie's out forever.
yeah,
The girl is like, you know what? because the truth or dare is in a circle, and it's a small friend group. She's like, I'm gonna post a video, and the entire world watches it. And so now, like, by the time the cycle gets to her, it's like gonna be years. It's
It's great.
yeah,
That sounds really
but I
interesting.
think that's the vibe I'm kind of getting from
Oh
that.
god, yeah, I'm gonna have to check
Yeah,
that out though, because that looks really cool, man. Yeah, another book that it is highly, highly
beautiful.
amazing is
Yeah,
News from the Fallout. We're on issue number 6 of 6. It's a little late, but we do have multiple issues down below because I heavily believe in this story.
yeah.
But yeah, man, this is a great
The
book.
art is dope. It's different.
Yeah, yeah, no, the artwork is cool. Yeah, it is awesome. The story is great. It takes place in like 1962 in Nevada, where a big like nuclear event happened,
Mhm.
and then all the contaminants, all like the radiation and stuff that happened is turning all the soldiers into like
Yeah.
rotting horrors. And
Mhm.
there's a lone survivor trying to like find out how he's gonna survive. But yeah, it has
It's
that
intense.
has that Fallout vibe
Yeah,
that back in the 1950s stuff. Like holy smoke, the artwork is amazing.
yeah. I like that.
Chris Condon, writer, dude, I highly, highly recommend this book. And it had a lot of hype when it came out.
Yeah, and I ordered the cover with that. I ordered
Oh,
that cover
dude, that
because that's the
cover.
first cover with color.
Yeah, that is the first cover
Yeah,
with color, dude. You know, I hadn't even paid attention to that. I'm glad
yeah.
to cover over that one because it is sick. That is a dog. But yeah, this is a series I'm following. I'm getting that.
And I just said I don't like black and white, but that art is so cool.
Oh, definitely,
That art
dude.
is dope.
Super cool. No Man's Land, a couple other ones. Land. You know what? This Nocturnals, I know it has a huge, huge history in the past. I don't know anything about Nocturnals, but you know what? When I started seeing the artwork that Dan Brennan does, I love
That's
his
just dope.
covers, man. And I know he's done some really cool like Punisher covers. I just love his style. I think it's beautiful. The color rendering
Yeah,
that he
that's dope.
does, it is dope. That alone makes me want to pick up this book. But I know it's like a little niche thing that he does. But look, Halloween Girl makes further discoveries about her ectoplasmic past, while the judge's feral children enact revenge for the past sins of their father and his surviving cronies. The Nocturnals finally collide with the Hemlock family's dark reckoning, but they may be too late to save an old friend from the wrath of the bestial Thorn Hemlock. I know, yeah, see, he's had this project for 31 years, so I know it's an older project, and I
That's
believe
dope.
these are new stories. But yeah, that artwork for me is amazing. I really like Dan Brennan's artwork. I think it's super cool. We're gonna keep going here. Sacrificers by Rick Remender. Highly recommended. Super cool book. I won't get into it right now because we are scrapped for time. I don't want to make it too long for you guys unless I get something that's really amazing that I want to talk about. But yeah, Indie is gonna take a while because there's a lot of cool stuff in there.
Oh,
Um,
Space Ghost. If people are a fan of that,
yeah, but this is I am gonna
yeah,
stop here. Obviously, there's a new Spawn: The Dark Ages #1. So Todd McFarlane keeps expanding his Spawn universe. So you got a super cool Spawn: The Dark Ages, and he did have a Dark Ages book back way back when. So he is back. Well, the universe is back. He's not writing it. Leo McCormick Sharp is writing it. But we have another super cool Spawn Dark Ages. So if you're a big Spawn fan, which I know most of you guys are, you're gonna want to add this to your pool, add it to your cart, and get it in your collection. There's some super cool covers.
cover art is so sick though. Of the medieval or the Dark Age. That
Yeah,
cover
yeah,
art is nice.
yeah. No, super
Yeah.
cool covers. Continuing it on. Um, okay, Tales of the Teenage Mutant Ninja Turtles is back. I know this is based off the new Nickelodeon TV show, so it looks super cool. The
That's
artwork
cool.
looks amazing. I haven't watched the show yet, but I am gonna check it out because I really dig the artwork.
You
I
haven't
think
seen the movie?
no, no, no. Yeah, the movie, yes, no, but this is based on the new Nickelodeon TV show. It's not based on the Seth Rogen movie, I believe. Is
I
it
thought the Nickelodeon show and the movie were together.
were they? Oh, maybe I'm wrong
I
then.
mean, I don't know.
But I just know there's a new TV show, and I found out when I read this. But I'm a big Turtles fan as I was as a kid, and I just found out they're doing a TV show. So, but yeah, the artwork does remind me of
That's
like the whatever
yeah.
Teenage Mutant Mayhem movie. So I am picking it up. I haven't had a chance to read it, but dude, I grew up watching the Turtles like most of us. Dude, I remember the first things I used to draw was the bandana,
Do you know when
and
was
then the whole
the
thing.
first time I seen the Turtles was in Power Rangers in Space. They
Oh,
had
really?
they had a crossover, and that was the first
Crazy.
time I saw the Ninja Turtles.
Yeah, no, Ninja Turtles, man, has a big place in our heart, and there is a new 35th anniversary issue. We will be sending you guys. Pretty much everyone who's getting Turtles will get added to this, unless you don't want it. But this is a graphic novel. Never mind, so you won't get added. I forgot. I thought it was a single issue for some reason. but it is a graphic novel retelling, turn original motion picture special edition 35th anniversary.
That's cool.
So super cool Ninja Turtles. Obviously Kevin Eastman cover. Some other cool stuff here. Terminator Metal issue 1 came out last week. I believe I still have one on the shelf. Yeah, I'm a big Terminator fan. I haven't really ever read Terminator comics to be honest, but I am
Yeah.
obsessed with the Terminator franchise.
Yeah.
So I think there's just so many Terminator comics. I didn't have to become a completionist and pick them all up. I do have a lot of the older stuff here somewhere, but
There's a new #1 right there. Teether is scary.
yeah, no, this look, and I thought about mentioning it, but yeah, it looks super fucking sick. I
Oh,
know it's believed.
hell no.
I believe it's about a father and son or father and daughter that they go to the woods and they find this like crazy, not crazy, but this girl screaming, but all of a sudden crazy creatures are coming out of the wilderness, and then it looks like she has a connection with them. So it looks like extremely horror,
Yeah.
crazy book. It looks super
It's
cool.
#1 and there's only 4 issues.
Only 4
Yeah.
issues. A bloody fight for survival ensues as it becomes clear that the girl and the creatures have an unknown connection. So yeah, this sounded pretty cool. I did want to bring this up. But a good thing you
With
reminded me.
Only one person doing it.
What do we know?
David Hutchinson did everything.
Yeah, he did
That's
everything.
cool.
That is dope, dude.
Yeah,
Cover
shout out to
artist.
David.
Shout out to David Hutchinson doing it all. Sometimes you got to do it if you
Yeah.
want to get it right, right?
That's dope.
That is a dope cover. Then moving on. A lot of manga stuff. I'm not gonna go through much of the manga stuff today, but Comichub just did push a new manga section on Comichub. We will be making another video covering all the manga. We'll have to do some research, but we will be going over that. Right now, this is gonna be the flagship show, the FOC show, but we have plans to do other cool stuff, some like book reviews, some behind the scenes stuff at the shop. We got a lot of cool stuff planned for you guys, so make sure you stay tuned. Remember, subscribe, hit the bell notification to get notified when we drop videos. We got big plans for you guys. So super cool. Continuing on. Oh, we're running late. Let's keep going. Undiscovered Country by Scott Snyder. Awesome book. I'm pulling it. I love this book. I don't want to get too much into too much things right now, but I highly recommend that book. Bloodshot
was cool. I read the first issue, but
yeah, did you? Yeah, that's cool.
Vampirella.
Vampirella again, dude. I love Lucio Perillo covers. I'm not a Vampirella fan, but I love Lucio Perillo. He's awesome. Does some really cool stuff. So it's a super cool cover. Like those covers always go for crazy money down the line. To me, they're just beautiful covers, and I love them. But that's a cool cover. It's just a cover grab. I might push that because I am a cover grabber for these. But some really cool Vampirella covers. I mean, come on.
I don't even know if YouTube is gonna allow that.
Oh, you might have to scrap that, dude. Then we have to blur all this. Then
we might have to, but it's fine.
Some super cool covers here. A lot of them, yeah, a lot of eye candy. Yeah, you know what? We're gonna have to look at the community guidelines to see what is allowed. Walking Dead, of course. White boat from the distillery. Some other cool books. Yeah, man, super cool books here. So that's it, man. We went through everything.
Yeah,
crazy. We're at 1 hour and 39 minutes. Maybe by clipping stuff, we could go down to 1.5 hours.
Yeah, we'll get it cut.
Yeah, but no, man. Let's. We had a blast. We'll take it back to the scene. Yeah, man. I don't know. This is our second episode. We had a blast again, dude. Time flew without even. By the time I checked the clock, it was 1:22.
I didn't even look at the clock.
Yeah,
dude, that was dope.
It was blast. It is what? It is 11:30. Oh shit! Right now,
and I have to wake up at 5.
You have to wake up. Oh, I feel bad, dude. I feel bad for this guy. Sucks. Sorry, no, but it was worth it though.
No,
right?
It was
worth it. I had a blast. We had a better structure this time. I'm sure there's still things that we could fix and make better. Again, let us know in the comments below, like what can we improve? What can we do? We're still trying to dial some stuff in, trying to get some of the lighting right, trying to get the set right. These are things that are secondary aesthetics, but we're trying to get the core of the show, the premise of we're going, a better structure. Today we separated by DC and Marvel Independent.
Which that structure was dope.
Yeah, I thought it was dope. Yeah. I really liked it. The only thing I did notice some stuff missing, and I don't know if it was because of the way we did it, because I know we didn't go over. See, Exquisite Corpses #7 was supposed to be on there, and it didn't show up.
Awakened didn't either, so maybe they pulled it.
I don't know. I've never really experienced that before. But you know what? Real quick, let me just do clear. And I'm sorry if it's gonna make it longer, guys. I'm gonna have to undo all this.
We could probably cut this
We'll
part
have to
just so.
do all that. But yeah, because I know there's some stuff that did not show up, and maybe it's because we filtered it, and maybe that's something you guys will have to be mindful of. If you filter it like this, you might have some issues, and you may miss out on stuff. That's why I go through everything all in the one thing. I don't separate it. I only separate it for this show to make it easier on you guys to timestamp it, but I normally don't. But I am realizing that this might have been a problem because I know we skipped some stuff. So real quick, we'll fast forward all this shit. Um, but I know some stuff got skipped for sure. Maybe you could
A
just add
B
this in
C
there.
D E.
Yeah, because I know for sure Exquisite Corpses was on it, and I did not see it. Why is it going to S? Did, did they take it out? Did they change
They
it?
probably took shit out, dude.
Yeah, because it was on there. Let me see. This seems a lot shorter right now too. Oh, I am wondering. I must have done something. Yeah, I don't see Exquisite Corpses. I don't see Wiccan, and we're already at W.
Wiccan.
See, it popped up there, right? See, that's the
Yeah.
thing. By filtering it out, you get some issues. There is Wiccan #1 that has a new villain first appearance.
Yeah.
But see, I think when you filter it, you do get some errors because it doesn't all pop up. Because I know we missed Exquisite Corpses. I know we missed Everything Dead and Dying, which is one of my favorite books right now. Did not pop up. Yeah, see, there's some stuff. So we'll have to rethink a game plan, maybe see what's going on. But anyhow,
But talk about it. Talk about exquisite corpses and everything dead and died, just in case it does pop out for them.
yeah, Everything Dead and Dying, super cool story based. It's a post-apocalyptic thing where almost like a farm country. There's this gentleman with a husband and his daughter, and there's like zombies around them, so they have to find a way on how to survive. But it's just like a different take on the whole
Right.
zombie. It's not like your Walking Dead thing. You know what it really reminds me of? If you guys watched Brain Fart. What is the show? Fuck, I'll edit this. Um, Real quick. God damn it. Um, Dude, huge. It's a massive video game that just came out. The Last of Us. The Last of
Oh,
Us.
okay.
My bad. So if you watch The Last of Us, there is an episode, one or two, where they find this little compound, and there's a guy there who ends up being gay, and he's living with his partner. But holy smokes, that story was so beautiful written because you see the struggles of them being in love and being stuck in this world where we have the viruses of the cordyceps and
Yeah.
stuff. And then one of them is really sick and he can't get his medicine. I don't know if he's got cancer or whatever he has, and he can't. There is no treatment for him. So he asks his partner, "Can you, unalive me? Can you help me move on?" And it's such a beautiful story. And I kind of get the same feeling, because
Yeah.
homosexual relationship. But again, love is love, man. And I kind of get that vibe. I don't know if it'll go to that dark route like that because these guys are dealing with zombies, but it kind of has the same vibe. You know what I
Right.
mean?
Right.
Just
Right.
post-apocalyptic, dealing with stuff like that. So I really dig it. The artwork is amazing. I'm really, really excited about that book. And again, Exquisite Corpses, man, one of the
Exquisite
best
corpses.
books of this year. Like James Tynion is the goat. Like Something's Killing the Children, World Tree, Department of Truth, Wind, Detective Comics, Exquisite Corpses. Now, maybe I said it twice.
Yeah.
Um,
Exquisite corpses.
Everything he's
Let's
ever
go.
written. Nice House on the Lake, man. You can't go wrong with Exquisite Corpses. Exquisite Corpses, again, one of the best stories of the year. The
It's
premise,
a top contender for sure.
oh, for sure, dude. The
For
covers
sure.
are amazing. It's just a super cool book. But yeah, I mean, premise, there's 13 houses that run the United States. Every 5 years on Halloween, they choose a small town, they release a serial killer, and then they battle to the death. And there's the victims are the citizens of the town, and the craziness that happens. And you don't know. You have the Fox Mask Killer. You got Rascal Randy. You have a 13-year-old kid who's
The lone
a
gunman.
desensitized kid using drone technology. You
Oh
got a
yeah.
pyro, dude. You got all these badass characters in unleashed in this world, causing chaos. Who's gonna be the winner? We have the people back in the control center making side
Moderating
bets,
everything. Yeah.
monitoring it all, dude. It is such a brilliant story. And again, whoever wins will get the opportunity to run the United States for the next 5 years. So it's like a battle royale, Game of Thrones
Hunger
Hunger
Games.
Games type of feel, like one of the best books of this year. And I'm happy to say we did a store exclusive for it by Dan Quintana. We still have some available in the shop. We got some signed CGC books. But again, dude, not because we did a store exclusive, F that.
The book is amazing.
The book is amazing. I would read it regardless. It is one of the books consistently. I can't wait for it to come. And I'm a little spoiled because I get to read the PDF before everyone else because I'm a comic shop owner. And then I get to adjust my FOC orders. But holy smokes, dude, I
Yeah.
can't wait for our next issue. I can't wait to see who dies. Every issue, somebody's dying.
Somebody's dying, yeah.
James Tinian, do not kill the Fox Mask Killer. Do
No.
not. I love that book, man. Shout out to James Tinian. He is killing it.
I'm excited to see the Lone Gunman, man. He hasn't popped up.
Yeah, dude. You know, I have my money on him technically because he's like the Punisher.
Yeah.
Who's gonna defeat this guy?
Yeah.
I do believe Fox Mask Killer and the Lone Gunman, boom, at the end, dude. I believe that.
So cool.
And who's gonna win? But more than anything, I cannot wait for the tabletop game to come out, dude. Like, if you guys are collecting the cover C's, it does come with a trading card in it. But these you get them before the game comes out, and you have your own little starter deck. But I cannot wait for that game, dude. It's gonna be the first tabletop game we play in the shop.
That's right. And we'll make a video on it.
We'll make a video of it, man. We'll invite you guys. But again, man, you know, it went a little long, but holy smokes, did we have fun again? I feel like it got better.
Yeah.
Got better. So episode 2.0, dude. 2.0. Yeah, we had a blast again. Richard, aka Boogie Richie G, follow us at Horizon Comics. You can follow me at Boogie Richie B on IG. But I don't know how active I'm gonna be on that because I'm already on Horizon Comics. But I might make some like separate content, you know, some individual stuff for it. But give me a follow at Horizon Comics, at Chupapi Hobby II. We'll put it on the description.
Yep.
But again, man, we really thank you guys for tuning in. I hope you stuck through it. I know it's long, but you know what? If you're at work, if you're driving on a long drive, check it out. Listen to it. You know, listen to us BS. We did kind of self-contain ourselves this time. We didn't go as crazy as other times. You know, we want to be as truthful, as honest as we can be to ourselves, but we are aware that you never know who's watching. There might be kids that are watching. We don't want to disrespect anyone or be rude by any means, but we are still going to keep our personalities. You know, I want that to come across that we are genuine, hard collectors. You know, I've been doing this for a while, and maybe in another episode, I'll explain how I got into it. You know, I collected as a kid and how I came back to it. And, you know, Javi's a new collector. Maybe he could explain how he got into it. Yeah, those maybe we'll do, you know, meet the creators of the show, a little 10, 20 minute, 30-minute show. But without further ado, thank you guys. We're going to have to come up with a catchphrase for the end of the podcast.
I think we should just flash them with our ass. Just bye.
It's a little bit too much. We can't do that. But thank you guys again for tuning in. We really appreciate it. Give us a follow, hit the notification bell, and we'll see you guys in the next one. Peace.